do what you wanna do. I can't tell you.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Keywords are back. Your keyword this hour is dollar, D-O-L-L-A-R. Just go to realradio.fm, and you'll see where you got to send that away for your chance at winning $1,000.
Good luck. We're doing it 13 times every day. Today's the first day, and it runs like almost up until Thanksgiving.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back. I am Jim, Jack, and Ross right over there. Speaking of Jack and Ross, let's get the tote news.
And now,
It hurts to say that. I'm going to be honest with you.
Woke News.
I love your pain.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Well, before we started, Jim, if you could do the honor, it's on a clapper. Thank you, Jim Colbert. My name's Ross Padgett, and I'm here to keep everybody informed professionally and not immaturely.
Okay.
There's a heavy dose of irony for you. Although operators of the Orlando Freefall announced that the attraction's permanent closure earlier this month, state officials said that Tyree Sampson's death investigation must conclude before moving forward with the Freefall's removal. Every time I drive by that thing, it is haunting. It is weird.
Really?
And at first, I was kind of thinking there's no way they're going to tear that down. And I also thought there's no way. Part of me still kind of feels like I can't believe that they're tearing it down.
I can't either.
But then drive by it and tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
Because it is weird.
So I don't get what the story, though. Is the story basically them saying that they're not going to tear it down until certain stipulations have been met by the family?
Yes, that's honestly the massive update, because a lot of people thought it was going to happen super fast.
Right, yeah, they're not going to do that.
But investigations aren't even finished yet.
Even if they did that, you're talking a month-long or longer project, and that's working across. It's a massive structure.
The removal will be on hold until Sampson's death investigation reaches a close. There's been no official timeline released on the dismantling of the free fall ride, as Orlando Slingshot Group has been waiting on approval from all involved parties. God, man, you got to get this one out of the way. God bless them. Because sometimes you see a news story and you're like, I don't even want to say that, but I guess I have to. Because this is news. A child who was the victim of incest was turned away from Florida abortion clinics under the state's 15-week ban. Planned Parenthood obviously did not share the identity of the child. However, they said that she was a middle schooler. Florida's ban on abortions after 15 weeks does provide exceptions for saving the life of the mother and fetal abnormalities. However, it does not have exemptions for cases of rape and incest, something that was pointed out repeatedly to a ton of legislators many a times in the past. So I would be surprised if this story doesn't catch fire.
Isn't the idea of incest harm to the fetus and the mom to begin with? Because of the nature of incestual sex can lead to birth abnormalities?
That's honestly, that was the first thing I thought. Maybe they have an idea of what's going on inside and going, everything seems to be healthy. All I know is that is a hard story to read, and it's even a harder story to say into a microphone.
And you can bet your ass every single legislator that voted for that, those really strict abortion laws would not adhere to them if this was their daughter. No way in hell. Not one of them. And they answer the questions easily because they have never dealt with it. That's why.
Continuing on with our local stories here in the state of Florida, with the largest number involving residential property, 520,000 insurance claims had been filed Friday from Hurricane Ian, according to the data posted online by the Florida Office of Insurance Regulation.
And that's a lot.
The data showed that 519,686 claims had been filed, including 367,000 involving residential property. This is, of course, gasoline onto the fire that is already happening here when it comes to insurance companies, real estate, and the state of Florida.
Yeah, and by the way, that's national news. How Florida's going to deal with this property insurance issue is a continuing national news story. So if you think this is just a Florida thing and you think that this is going to happen and pass over, you are incorrect. And if you're not reading about this and keeping yourself in tune to what's happening with your homeowner's insurance, shame on you. You should, because it's going to impact your life in some way, shape, or form, probably in the relatively near future, within 2 years.
Well, yeah, you can pay attention, but I don't know what you do about it. I'm in that situation by the end of the year. It's like replace a roof and hope I can get affordable insurance.
Doc,
a roof that's not leaking.
That's more people that live in Orlando, by the way. That's the entire city of Orlando filing an insurance claim.
I'm going to just keep painting my roof and just make it look good.
They know
painting it.
They know they check to see when the permit was full.
Make it till you make it.
All right, we're good.
I got a story for you.
Oh,
if you want one.
feed me, baby, feed me.
Yeah, the governor wants to change after what he calls a miscarriage of justice. He wants to change the law. Governor Ron DeSantis said yesterday in Broward County he wants to change the death penalty law in Florida after a jury recommended life in prison for the shooter in the Parkland tragedy. At a campaign stop in Coral Springs, DeSantis said, when you murder 17 people in cold blood, the only appropriate punishment is capital punishment. Right now, death sentences are only imposed if the jury is unanimous. So DeSantis says he's going to ask lawmakers to revise that.
Well, here's some good, positive local news.
Hell yeah, I'm
All
ready.
right, we need that, right?
Hit me.
An all-new art exhibit inspired by artwork from the world-renowned and anonymous graffiti artist, The King. Banksy is coming to Orlando.
Really?
A lot of his work, not he himself.
Nobody knows who he is, really,
That
right?
steps on the whole, anonymous thing if he showed up.
Mm-hmm.
But that show's going down in Orlando November 11th through the 13th. The art installation Banksy Land will display authentic and replicated work, which is kind of weird, from the artist that will analyze and mystique and cultural impact made by Banksy. I kind of want to go see a couple of Banksy originals.
Banksy was my daughter introduced me to Banksy with the balloon girl.
Yeah.
That's the first image I remember seeing. She redrew that image on something she did and changed the balloon to something else. I forget what it was, but that was her homage to Banksy.
Cool.
And that's the first time I remember hearing about him.
First time I heard about Banksy was the documentary Exit Through the Gift Shop, and I cannot recommend that documentary more.
I think most people found out who he was through the fax machine artwork thing.
Yeah, that chopped it up.
The shredder,
The shredder, yeah.
Yeah, the shredder artwork, yeah.
Now over to Jack Bradshaw for more news.
Do you guys play the Mega Millions?
I did play. I played the Powerball on Friday night, and out of the 10 tickets that I got, I had a grand total of 2 numbers.
Oh.
That did not occur in the same line of numbers.
Well, you do live in the correct state because there is a new multimillionaire in Florida. Someone in the Sunshine State hit Friday's Mega Millions jackpot.
Let's go.
And will split over $500 million with another winner over in California.
Oh, God.
It's the 11th largest jackpot in Mega Millions history.
This has been all over the news. Mr. Walker, Herschel Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was.
You mean the sheriff, the world sheriff?
Yeah. he was confronted with images of a receipt from an abortion clinic and check dated days later and bearing his own name. Now, the Georgia Senate candidate Herschel Walker said Sunday that an ex-partner's allegation that he paid to terminate her pregnancy is a lie. He's been very outspoken of recent times of how that is not the truth. He even said so in a recent interview. It's a lie. Walker, an anti-abortion Republican and former football star, told NBC News in an interview just recently, proved that I did it.
Yeah.
Just to show me things like that does nothing for me, end quote.
Yeah.
In Sunday's interview, Walker did acknowledge, though, that the $700 check was his, but again said he had no knowledge of what the money might have been for.
You look at his payment record before and after that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah?
What is it with the people of Georgia?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just all those.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, this guy.
It's amazing, man. And and it'll be close. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, because people who are Republicans and they vote party line, even though it's the most hypocritical thing, considering what the Republican Party holds themselves up to be, to put a guy like that up front, it's just genuinely amazing. But the thing is, it's a form of politics that Donald Trump has made very effective. It's popularity. How when people look at the ballot, will they know the name?
Yeah.
That automatically gives you just enough of a percentage edge to get enough votes other than not votes to make a difference. And that's exactly what's happening. He's popular in Georgia. People know who he is. They'll vote for him. And if you're a Republican, you're definitely not going to vote for Warnock.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your race.
And then we're also in the time where Dr. Oz has a chance.
Yeah, Dr. Oz has a chance. I mean, Jesse Ventura was a governor, and
Yeah,
Arnold
yeah.
Schwarzenegger was a governor, so we're not immune to having very
That's true.
interesting people be governors in this country. But I mean, at least with Jesse Ventura, he didn't make himself look like a complete moron every time he opened his mouth. I mean, not as a politician, not every time. This guy seemingly every time he opens his mouth, it's another fabrication or another thing that the Republican Party has to defend yet again. Flashing a fake badge and saying he's part of every police agency. I mean, it's no problem. Get his vote. Can't tell the truth about his education. Doesn't matter.
Now,
He's a pathological lying psycho. Doesn't matter. Put him in office.
Well,
as long as we win.
Let's go from Georgia over to Missouri
That's
because
amazing.
a new report is revealing a Missouri elementary school is contaminated with high levels of radioactive waste.
Isn't this the site where they built a school next to or near an area that used to manufacture nuclear weapons?
Absolutely. In fact,
God
not only where they built them, but I believe where they tested them, because apparently tests of soil samples from the Jana, just give it to me. Just buzzer.
How bad do you want it?
Just I want it bad.
Ready? How many?
Just
Give it to him
but
good.
Just buzzer
how
all
many
over
times
my
did
face.
you say it? That was. Oh, jeez, Ross.
Oh.
Oh no!
Here's your 1,500.
Wow, but this black couch is really nice. Can I keep it? Okay, all right.
Yeah, just the Dalmatian now.
The school sits in a floodplain that was contaminated by waste from the nuclear bombs made during World War II.
That seems like a normal thing. That probably happened to Native Americans all the time.
Yeah, when you pass third grade, you know what you get? A third eye underneath your armpit. The school, the Hazelwood School District, in a statement, said it's consulting with attorneys and experts to, quote, determine the next steps.
Yeah, they also added on, nobody beats the erasers out like Forearm Johnny.
This is also gaining more and more steam because it keeps getting worse. We talked a little bit about this last week, but my God, kind of terrifying here. Alaska canceled the Bering Sea snow crab fishing season
I think we
for
broke
the
that.
first ever time.
We broke that on Friday, did we not? That was major news everywhere. Nobody was talking about it. We're like, I don't know if you guys know, crabs disappeared, like a billion of them.
Crabs were like, oh, yeah,
Skirt.
we leave.
We took our vacation early this year.
And-
we didn't tell you?
And they're crabs, so they have to strafe away.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's kind of fun. Snow crab populations mysteriously crashed after a baby boom. This was also after, like, a real nice crab orgy. And scientists suspect warming waters. Now, this is where it gets even worse, because the king crab season is also canceled.
Oh, wow, I
And
didn't know that. I didn't hear about
this
that
isn't
one.
like a blackface thing. They are canceled because we don't know where they are.
Right.
They're gone.
They're hiding.
Yeah.
They're tired of that stupid TV show, too.
Yeah. The king crab season canceled for the second year in a row. This is absolutely devastating to Alaska's crabbing industry, which is kind of one of their go-to moves
it is.
over it. It's their thing.
They're already figuring out how to subsidize the fishermen because there's going to be no crop this year. There's no haul.
Oh my God. Not good if you have any Alaskan homies, all three of you. Authorities believe this is good news.
Okay.
We always love good news.
Yes,
We love
finish
it.
strong. Good news. Positive story.
Authorities believe that they nabbed the Stockton serial killer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
This
baby.
is wild. Actually.
Stockton police announced the arrest on Saturday, saying officers likely prevented another attack as the 43-year-old suspect was armed with a gun when he was picked up. He was also wearing dark clothing with a mask around his neck. You know,
Yeah.
stereotypical serial killer stuff.
Yep.
The serial killer has shot 6 people to death, 5 in Stockton and 1 in Oakland, in incidents dating back to 2021. All are tied to a single weapon. Police said earlier this month it does remain unclear why the victims were targeted.
Do you know that I guess they found out through a tip who he was and then followed him that night. He was out and busted him while he was stalking for another victim.
Yikes!
That's like right out of a movie where
It is.
that the person and that victim. I mean, probably in the movie would have been identified like him, like scoping him out, and they have no idea that their life was just spared because
yeah.
cops just swooped in at the right time.
That's right.
And finally,
awesome.
this is good news depending on I guess, how you think about it.
Oh, okay. We got to spin it. We got to work to make it good.
No, you don't have to worry. I find it to be good news. I think Jim would find this to be bad news, and my neighbor definitely would have been finding this to be bad news because I cut a little bit of his yard and he put up a fence.
Okay, yeah.
Get over it.
Okay.
A Fort Worth, Texas neighborhood is not thrilled with the overnight activities of a mystery man. Mystery man! Residents have dubbed the guy, quote, Edward Scissorhands.
Why?
Because he's been trimming their trees in the middle of the night.
Are you serious?
This guy.
He's the sweetest criminal ever.
I know. This guy's working on his topiary skills. You guys want to get drunk and just, like, I don't know, help out the neighborhood?
You guys want to carve a kangaroo?
Yeah, that's what this guy is doing.
I heard Steve's doing dolphins.
One resident caught him on the surveillance video. He's reportedly trimmed about a dozen trees on 3 streets.
That's great.
The man can't stop.
Give me his address.
And it may cause a problem with the HOA. Those nerds. Neighbors say that they have filed police reports, but it's unknown if he'll face any charges if caught. I love this story.
What are they charge him with? Being too cool?
Yeah. What, you guys don't like the fish I made you?
Exactly.
Right? If you're going into people's property and cutting their trees into really nice, shapes,
Could you imagine?
I think you have to talk like this. Yeah. I decided to make a donut out of your bush. It's a donut bush.
You guys didn't like my donut bush?
Yeah, you have to talk like that. And that is your Toke News, which is always brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don.
Nailed it.
Oh, God. This guy's voice, it's so nice. Like, sometimes
Very resonant.
Sometimes I'll take a bath and I'll just turn on the show because I'm like, oh, man, this is soothing.
Okay.
I wish I did.
Saturday morning?
Yeah, Saturday
You're taking
morning.
that 9 a.m. bath?
Yeah, it's my bath. It's my bath time,
That's an
Jack.
odd endorsement, but I think
It's
it's
a
going to work.
weird joke. Work with somebody, not about his voice being soothing. I'm just saying I ran with that, trusted my gut, really regret it. We cut it out. Work with somebody you can trust who knows the Central Florida real estate market.
And a nice warm bath.
Don gives great advice as host of the Home Loans Radio Show right here on the greatest radio station in all of Florida, 104.1, every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., which is a.k.a. Ross Bath Time. That's where Don will answer your text questions live on air. Learn more at homeloansradio.com. You're officially Toke. I'm out. Peace.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends.
All my favorite songs are slow and sad.
Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. This week, a strong cold front, the season's biggest so far, bringing in some true fall weather. It arrives tomorrow night, making for a beautiful Wednesday, although much chillier. Tonight, some early strong to severe storms possible, otherwise partly cloudy, the low 70. Tomorrow, the high 82 with 20% chance for rain. Then we clear it out for Wednesday, morning low 54, the high just 71 degrees. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Now that Hurricane Ian has passed, Lowe's is here to help pros with repair and rebuild. Lowe's has all the essentials, plus job site delivery and a dedicated pro team. Visit Lowe's.com 24/7. While supplies last, U.S. only.
Wilton Simpson is a farmer who cares for family, friends, neighbors, and community. Because that's what farmers do. Now Wilton Simpson is running for Florida's Agriculture Commissioner. Because he cares. Wilton always stands up for those in need, like the CARES Center for seniors and the PACE Center for girls. That's why Wilton Simpson led the charge to reform our foster care system, so every child has a loving home and a bright future. Simpson led efforts to pass historic teacher pay raises, expand school choice, and secured billions of dollars for Everglades restoration. The causes are different. The reasons are the same. Wilton Simpson cares, because that's what farmers do. Wilton Simpson for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Better living begins at home. But if your home isn't everything you want it to be, it's time to fall into a new outdoor kitchen or bath. S&W Kitchen's team of award-winning designers is here to help. Experience their concierge design and installation services from start to finish, all at competitive pricing with great financing options available. Visit snwkitchens.com now to set up your free design consultation with their award-winning designers. S&W, creating thoughtful, livable spaces.
I love going on double dates to McDonald's. And by double, I mean twice a day. And by dates, I mean quality time with my choice of a savory sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin paired with hash browns for $2.29 in the morning. Then sneak away for either a delicious McDouble or McChicken with small fries on the side for $3.39 later in the day. Who needs romance when there's McDonald's? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid when product served.
No matter what I get, it's 20% off every day when I spend $1 on the McDonald's app. So yesterday was my please the whole fam on the way to the game meal. Today is my finally get them to stop asking, are we there yet meal. Who knows what tomorrow will be? Maybe a delicious crispy chicken sandwich all for myself meal. Whatever it is, it's a win. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through December 31st, 2022 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. McD app download and registration required.
If you're a pro that paints, the Home Depot is here to save you money. Paint stores try to convince you you're getting a good deal by offering deep discounts on paint, but what they don't tell you is the starting price is too high to begin with. The real question is, how much are you paying per gallon? Nobody beats the Home Depot's price per gallon on Behr paint, guaranteed. We offer everyday low prices on every gallon of top-rated Behr paint, stains, and primers. Plus, our pros earn discounts through our Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. That's the value of the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovix can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovix treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovix may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovix. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
The best part about taking ZQuil Pure Z's Sleep Plus Next Day Energy at night is actually the next morning. I wake up alert with none of the grogginess from taking too much melatonin. Pure Z Sleep Plus Next Day Energy is a bilayer tablet with immediate release melatonin and extended release B vitamins to help me fall asleep naturally and wake refreshed. It's my secret weapon for a great night's sleep and a great morning.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Can't beat that.
ZQuil Pure Z's Gummies. Sleep better, wake your best.
You've trusted Cars for Kids with your car donations for over 2 decades. Now Cars for Kids can help with your property donations too. If you're spending money on a property you don't use or hassling with out-of-state properties, donate to Cars for Kids instead. It's simple and easy. They will take over all taxes, maintenance, and insurance obligations. Best of all, you'll receive a tax deduction for the full appraised value of your property. To donate, visit carsforkidsrealestate.org or call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today to learn more. That's CARS with a K.
We could fly to such great heights.
With MSC Cruises, a world of discovery awaits. Set sail with free balcony upgrades to enjoy those ocean views. Free onboard credit to spend however you like. Plus, kids sail free. Discover the Caribbean and the Bahamas, including Ocean Key, our private island marine reserve, Europe, and beyond. Only the sea offers you so much. Only MSC Cruises offers you so much more. To book, call your travel advisor or visit msccruises.com. Restrictions apply.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
We know you're spending some of your work time on Facebook. Like our page at Real Radio 1041.
And we'll keep your secret.
Real Radio 1041 on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it when you watch.
At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, how you doing, man?
You know, I've been playing that $1,000 giveaway for, gosh, a couple years now and wondered why I never even got a call or even missed a call. But today I played for the first time this go-around. I was not going to play at all, but I looked at all my personal information. It turns out I don't even know my own phone number, so how would you?
Oh, my God.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Oh, my God. He was probably the very first winner we ever had. He just doesn't know it.
I think that's a great public service announcement. If you're playing this Holiday Magic Cash Contest, it's going to run for the next 5 weeks, 13 times a day. It's a ton of cash up for grabs. But when you go to our website, realradio.fm, and check your info. Make sure your info is correct. You want to get that call, and you want to answer your phone.
God, could you imagine?
Oof.
Could you
Missing
imagine?
money?
God almighty. I had lottery tickets in my scratch-offs. I had my truck, and I'd had them for months.
Oh, what'd you do with them?
Well, I mean, I thought they were... I remember Tori, my wife, handing me a stack of these things and saying, hey, go try these, go cash these, whatever. Because occasionally when I go to buy groceries, if I have a couple bucks left over, just as a surprise, my wife likes doing the scratch-offs occasionally. I'm talking maybe 1 or 2 a month, maybe not even, just for fun, just kind of walking in with a couple,
Yeah, it's a fun dragon to chase.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same exact thing with my girl. She loves it.
Not out there to buy $100 worth of tickets. Don't buy them every week. Rarely buy them at all. But we, all the ones that we thought we'd won a few bucks on, we just got to put in our junk drawer, and it just kind of was just there. So she handed them to me about 2 months ago and said, hey, go see what these are worth. See if they're, worth anything. Because we just kind of forgotten. And we didn't bother looking at them or anything. So she hands me about 10 of them or so. And I slide into a grocery store. And I was like, hey, and I always hate asking somebody to scan them. As if I can't figure out if they're winners or not. I don't also have the balls to tell her I'm just that lazy. So I'm like, you do it. It's easier for you. That way I know for sure. And so she goes, okay. So I just kind of hop on my phone, expecting not one of them to be worth anything. Turns out, nice little pull. Didn't expect it. $60.
Damn.
$60.
Oh, that's nice.
Had a $25 winner in there. Had a $15 winner in there, and then a few other little miscellaneous winners. And nice little pull. Didn't expect it.
Now I believe you can actually scan it yourself if you go to the website. I don't know if you need the app or you go to the website. I think you can actually enter the number of your scratch-off card, and it'll tell you if you're a winner.
So here's what happens when you're looking at all those matches and stuff. Like, there's so many numbers.
Yeah.
You even though you've double-checked them, you get weirded out thinking that because you've looked at so many of them that you think you're missing something.
And then when you don't see a winner, you hope you're missing something.
Yeah.
Right.
So we just did them all, like ding, ding,
Because
ding.
the more complex you make it, the longer you get a little more bang for your buck as you're doing all that scratching. But I think if you just find out where the code is, you don't even have to scratch off the game. You just find where the code is. You can actually enter that.
So that's what they do. Like, she didn't even look at the cards. There's just a bottom right-hand part there.
Yeah.
She's got a little special scratcher thing. She scratches off.
A special scratcher thing?
You have TikTok?
Yeah, I do.
Do you pay attention to it all, or? Because I don't know if they have this on Instagram. And Instagram and TikTok are kind of similar a little bit when it comes to the content.
Tell us all about it.
No, I'm just telling you on TikTok. They've got this thing. It looks like you would use it to carve or sculpt clay, right? It looks like a pin, but at the end of it, it's got 2 prongs that go off, and then a piece of wire or something at the end. It's meant to, I think it's to sculpt clay with.
Like a miniature cheese grater,
Yeah,
like one of Deb's miniatures.
So, and what you do is
a cheese slicer.
Is it just pulls that stuff right off there perfectly.
Oh, really?
So one of the things for the people who scratch professionally.
Yeah.
Is they want to make, they only scratch where the number is. They don't scratch the prize because that's part of the excitement. And they scratch it, and it's perfect. Every one of them is a perfect little square, exactly where the number is in the dead center of the little square. And then they scratch that bottom part, and it all comes off, and you just scan that.
Is this what Jimmy wants for Christmas?
No, I could probably find it.
What I want to know though,
I don't scratch it up, but I know people do.
I have got to know what your thought process was though on the question of, do you have TikTok?
I mean, I know that you have it. What I'm saying is, what I meant to say is, do you pay attention to it much?
I mean, I TikTok, you watch videos.
I know, but you putting videos
Ross,
up.
Ross, how many followers you have on
and
TikTok?
using the platform to promote isn't necessarily using it all the time, right?
Oh, yeah, but still consuming some content. But what makes you think that I'm going to see that video?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying is I don't know. I only chose, like, in my TikTok life, I have literally, you can go to my account. I have followed only about probably 20 people, and one of them is just a lawyer that picks locks.
Right.
That's all he does. But
that's such a Jim
I
follow.
know, dude. It just and he just
based on that, then the algorithm will feed you stuff that will never cross Ross's eyes.
That's what I'm saying. It's
How many videos have you ever posted, Jimmy, on TikTok?
Not one.
Zero, right?
Yeah, zero.
You are simply a watcher.
I'm a voyeur.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I just love the question of, do you have TikTok like that video is on a TV show that I missed?
But I understand.
At 8 o'clock on Tuesdays.
But on TikTok, the lottery people, it's a big thing. There are a lot of people on TikTok that have scratch-off channels where you just basically, you watch them scratch numbers on lottery tickets. That's it. But they got this special little tool. It's very cool.
I just love how...
Oh, my God, I can't get over how perfect that thing is. It's perfect. It just cuts it perfect.
Like a mini cheese slicer.
Oh, my God, it's so good.
What I love is that, there's TikTok's algorithm has deemed you to be a scratch-off guy.
No,
Or like you can take the boy out of Palatka.
If you watch 2 or 3 videos for more than 30 seconds, it starts feeding them. I could literally manipulate my TikTok feed just by watching one video long enough, and I can look at my wife and go, well, I'm about to get 15 more of these videos watched.
Yeah.
And then when they send you those videos, if you don't spend any time on those, it'll stop doing it.
Absolutely.
And it does it pretty quick.
I agree.
And you have TikTok.
I do have TikTok. But now hearing you say that makes you... Like, why I would not have scratch-off videos.
Well, you don't know
in my
that.
feed.
You don't know that. Well, you probably have a bunch of stuff in your feed that I do not have.
Absolutely.
Like I tell you, you probably have like makeup channels, right? Where
What?
people are getting like Hollywood makeup.
No.
No.
That'll
be like monster stuff, dummy, not like beauty stuff.
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh, monster stuff,
God
dummy.
damn. What?
Showtime.
Golf.
There's some golf in there.
Yeah, I get a lot of golf, a lot of poker videos because I watch a lot of poker, so I get poker videos. Most of my golf, cooking, I get a lot of cooking stuff.
A lot of stand-up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See?
What, do you ever use YouTube?
I get stand-up too, by the way.
Do you ever use YouTube?
YouTube. What is that? 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show. There's a new Barbie out there, and I have, for the life of me, do not understand why this person was chosen to kind of create, I guess, a legacy of having a Barbie. I mean, I don't get it, but I'll tell you who it is next.
Your shot at a little
Holiday magic
is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic eastbound on I-4 between US 192 and State Road 535, and also between US Highway 27 out of Polk County up to 429. Westbound busy as well on the interstate between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing delays now from a crash on Curry Ford Road at Alafaya Trail. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Club Sandwiches. Wawa Clubs are the club of clubs. Try the Turkey BLT Club or the New Italian Club, because at Wawa, there's a club for everyone. Find yours today. Gotta have a Wawa.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest is sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992, right here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory, authorized dealer. Turn to the experts. That's Mills Air. It's equipment change-out time. You can get upgrades up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
If you're a State Farm customer affected by the recent hurricane and need to submit a claim, go to statefarm.com, call 1-800-SF-CLAIM, download the State Farm mobile app, or contact your local State Farm agent. With one of the industry's largest catastrophe response teams, State Farm and your agent are ready to help. Go to statefarm.com to start your claim. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Steve Kramer here with the divorce tip. Inheritance isn't a marital asset unless you handle the money wrong or your divorce wrong. Then you can lose it to your ex. Call Trenley and Kramer, TK Law. We do divorce. OneFirmForLife.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Yes, my air conditioner has broken down. Again.
Excellent. A repeat customer.
I didn't want to be a repeat customer, but
you decided to call us again anyway. Jolly good.
it's not jolly good. It's freaking hot.
I mean, good for us.
And bad for me. It's the third time I've had to call you about...
Did you say your third problem?
In 1 year, yes.
Well, great news. You're only one more AC repair from receiving a free lunchbox. Lucky you.
Somehow, I don't feel lucky.
Oh, cheer up.
I bet Frank Gay would have fixed it the first time.
Probably. But then you wouldn't get to talk to me, would you?
You're right. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you want it fixed for good. A qualified technician who can get your AC blowing frosty cool with no return visits. That's the Frank Gay way.
You might enjoy your AC once Frank Gay fixes it, but you'll miss me. We're practically dating.
FrankGayServices.com.
Every Monday is 2 for $20 Mondays at Tijuana Flats. Get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20 for a limited time. Choose from your Tex-Mex favorites like Dos Tacos, burritos, and more. 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20 every Monday, only at Tijuana Flats.
Hey, RC Hill here. This year's gone by so fast, it's scary. And I need to catch up, so I'm rolling out my most shocking deals yet. It's my Shocktober catch-up event. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So dump that pumpkin that's haunting your driveway. But hurry, deals this good scare my accountant so it won't last long. I'm RC Hill, now bigger to serve you. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Or visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. See dealer for details. After a storm, unlicensed contractors prey on homeowners. Always hire a contractor with a state-issued license. Verify if your contractor is state licensed at myfloridalicense.com.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
Our Fence Outlet salesperson was a wealth of information. Things that weren't addressed by other companies were addressed by Fence Outlet. We're so pleased with our new Fence Outlet fence.
Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
Now through October 31st, Dunkin' Rewards members get a free breakfast sandwich with the purchase of any medium or larger beverage. Join Dunkin' Rewards today. America runs on Dunkin'.
Limit 1 per member. Cannot be combined with any other offers. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Excludes signature sandwiches and wraps. Terms apply.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
With Checkers Mix and Match, you can have any too. From the Checker Burger, Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Crispy Fish Sandwich, or Chili Dog for just $4. That's 10 different ways to 2 for $4. Want to hear them all? You can do Checker Burger Spicy Chicken, or Spicy Chicken Crispy Fish, or Chili Dog Crispy Fish, or Spicy Chicken Chili Dog, or Crispy Fish Checker Burger, or Checker Burger Chili Dog, or Checker Burger, or Spicy Chicken, or Crispy Fish, or Chili Dog, Whew, that's a lot to choose from. And you can make it a meal with a small fry and drink for $3 more. Checkers Mix and Match, you've earned.
Did you know at Jersey Mike's, when you get a sub Mike's Way, you're getting all the authentic toppings: onions, lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, and the juice. And did you know I, Danny DeVito, am a world-class opera singer?
While the first statement about Mike's Way at Jersey Mike's is true, we cannot confirm that Danny is actually singing Figaro, Figaro, Figaro.
Oh, yeah?
Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Oops. Our sneaking suspicion that Danny was not singing opera but in fact playing a record has been confirmed. Knew it.
Ask for your sub Mike's Way. Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
No payments until February 2023 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND. G-R-A-N-D. GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Ross, my brother, TikTok are the days. You have one incredible woman there. You know, I know you just humped it yesterday with all the details of the wedding. 18 holes, couple soccer matches, and some NFL. You better have a ring on that. Much love to you both. Definitely.
Okay. So we are. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Your 4 o'clock keyword is GRAND, G-R-A-N-D. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000. Remember, if you're playing the game, you got to stay near your phone.
This is our contest, baby. Let's give it to our winners.
That's right. One of the first talkbacks was somebody who had been given the wrong number. Do not do that. All right, again, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are here. Deb will be back with us tomorrow. Taking a few days off for sure.
Yes, Deb will be back tomorrow.
She will, yes.
I hope she got like a foot rub.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. They're relaxing.
Deb did not leave her house. I would be willing to put quite a bit of money on the fact that Deb did not walk outside of her house, with the exception of grab a smoke, the entire 4 days she's gone.
Ross, did you bring up foot rub for a reason? Like, is that something that you just saw on that computer that you were just talking about during the break?
Yeah, that is not something, actually. I was just genuinely rooting for her to get some sort of massage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I will bring up, Jim, we talked about this a long time ago, actually.
Okay.
We did this once, and it was a massive...
is this about the Barbie thing? Or
No, not about the Barbie thing. Not about the Barbie thing.
Okay, so we're going to wait on the Barbie thing now?
No, I'm just letting you know that when we started the show, we all got access to certain things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we all got access to is the same YouTube account.
Yeah, so that we could all put up content if we had to or do whatever. Yeah.
That's one of those things. But when that happened, we also share the same search history.
Oh.
Do you remember it? You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that, yes.
So why
were you looking at foot rubs?
So... I mean, one of these.
So you have access to everything I've searched on YouTube for the last how long?
Years.
Oh God.
You YouTube chicken eating chicken.
Wait, that's a thing?
In Jim's world, I can't even say this, but it's a specific type of furniture.
What?
Excoriation furniture?
I don't know what that is. That could be my wife, though.
Okay, well,
what's an excoriation furniture? What is that?
I don't know. I'll click on it.
Who else had? Oh, that's got to be Deb. Deb's probably doing the furniture. No
chance. Looking at the first couple of videos, definitely you.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, this is serious. Do you remember me telling you that my daughter? You guys, this is the renting furniture for weddings thing, isn't it?
Yes,
that's exactly what it is. So we were looking at furniture, I guess, that they use to rent for weddings. Because didn't you say they were renting like a couch, an old couch for like $350?
And now here comes the wildest thing. So I could see your recent ones. But
look, I got to tell you, this straight up could be the weirdest stuff ever.
Yeah.
I get a real weird vibe. I will be in the middle of something and think of something and then just immediately open up a YouTube window and go to it.
So if I go ahead and type in any individual letter as if I was about to YouTube something, it then shows the entire search history for that one letter. So if I type in H, the first thing that
be very careful here.
There's two things.
Okay.
You've YouTubed two searches.
Oh, boy.
With the letter H.
Okay.
Hardy. Just the word Hardy.
Hardy?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that about, Hot Shot?
I don't even know. Maybe
You want to talk about Hardy?
Yeah, because here's the thing: there's a construction product called Hardy Board, but I haven't bought any of that. And I think it's spelled differently.
And then you really got a hunkering for a Heart of Glass live.
Oh yeah, that's Blondie.
Yeah,
I like that.
So if I type in, let's say,
I could have just misspelled heart wrong.
If I type in J, you know what was your last J? J search.
What was my last search?
I'll tell you, Jim. Happy that you asked. It's Justin Bieber golf swing.
Yeah, I read that he played. I read that he played golf because it was some story about him or whatever, and I read it, and I read that he played golf. I was like, let's see what his swing looks like.
All right, so
Timberlake's is good, by the way.
Yeah, so I just typed in L.
Oh, God, man.
All right. You got a couple of these.
All right.
I don't know who Luke Bell is.
I think that's a country guy.
All right, you were Luke Belling it up.
Yeah, I think my wife was, we were looking at some country shows, and she was trying to find some new, yeah.
And then you went to Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
All right.
Who is Lainey Wilson?
I don't know. You were trying to find out.
Yeah, I'm not putting it in my history folder.
Yeah, no, that's
and then here comes the banger. Leg spin bowling.
Oh, let me tell you what. I'm glad you're doing this. You know what you're reading? You're reading why I read.
Yeah.
You're reading because as I roll through the news and see these stories from the BBC or from Reuters or Al Jazeera sometimes, whatever, you'll learn. I didn't know. You know what leg spin bowler is?
Yeah, what? I don't know.
You don't know what sport is that connected with? Leg spin bowling.
Bowling? It has to do with bowling.
It does not. One of the most popular sports in the world.
Mixed martial arts.
Cricket. When you pitch the ball in cricket, it's called bowling. And if you're a leg spin bowler, that means you basically use a certain technique to spin the ball as a pitcher in the sport of cricket. And that's why I did that. I wanted to see what that looked like. Couldn't tell what it was.
By the way, Lainey Wilson and Hardy, both country music artists.
Oh, there you go.
So you had a little country kick.
Yeah. Well, I think
his wife has a country kick.
Well, I think their Country Thunder is coming into town, and we were looking to see who was on the bill. Because I like it when the Thunder's country.
What else is Jimmy YouTubing?
I typed in the letter D.
Okay.
You want to hear?
Oh man, can I tell you, Ross? I don't know. I don't know if I want to hear it.
You get nervous when we do this?
No, I don't do stupid
You
stuff.
just YouTubed Dirty Harry scenes.
Oh yeah.
I love that moment when you remember.
This is great. By the way, everybody should play this as a game. And the reason I did that is, again, reading a story about a list of most memorable cop scenes or something. I was like, oh yeah, those were great. Let's look at them. And it was so racist, though. They're so terrible. Those Clint Eastwood movies, they don't even mean to be. But every bad guy in a Clint Eastwood movie, except for that one, is a black guy.
And then
a stereotypical 70s afro turtleneck black guy.
And then right underneath Dirty Harry scenes, you YouTubed Death Valley Flash Flood.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really cool because it goes from being 1,000 degrees to your 6 feet of water moving at 100 miles an hour.
Okay, I typed in G.
All right, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
You went with Gus Chiggins.
Gus Chiggins.
You wanted to watch the famous Will Ferrell sketch.
I will. If you went back to my YouTube history, I think the thing I YouTube the most is SNL sketches.
There is a lot of SNL sketches.
A lot of SNL stuff. Because it's just, here's the thing. When I'm having a bad day, I go to SNL sketches and I watch ones that I've watched before and they just make me laugh. And watching the crew break up at sketches makes me laugh. So puts me in a good mood.
And then you also YouTubed Gary Busey Park Bench.
Yeah, we talked about it on there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, yeah. He was shuffling. Got to be careful with any of these. What letter is this?
This is S.
S. Oh God, this could be anything.
So one of them is
SNL.
SNL.
Really?
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Right underneath SNL, semi-truck crashes.
That was I get you. The funny thing is, I could never remember, but the minute you say it, I'm like, oh, I'm right. I'm reading about those runaway semi trucks where they go up the ramps.
All right. So
And I was seeing if they had any of those because we were talking about it.
All right. So I'll be honest with you. I just typed in Z.
Okay.
And I know for a fact it's time for me to be shown some authenticity and being vulnerable.
Okay.
I know that one of these was absolutely me YouTubing this on the wrong browser, and now I'm embarrassed.
Zendaya?
Okay, so I went with Z.
Nice.
You YouTubed Zapruder film.
Yeah, Zapruder film.
Yeah. You know, gotta watch that once a year.
Well,
You gotta find that. You gotta check the grassy knoll.
I don't even know what I was looking at it for, but obviously for something.
And I'll open up. I know this was me. Oh, God. I YouTubed on your YouTube, and this might get you in trouble, Chip.
Oh, boy, here.
I YouTubed, this was months ago. Oh, just because I was in the mood. Zeta Jones laser scene.
That's my wife's celebrity crush.
Well, then maybe it wasn't me. I don't know. But no, I definitely YouTubed that on your YouTube.
All right, one more, and we'll get out of here because we have Brandon Kravitz coming up.
All right, do we have...
L.
L? All right. Oh, we already did. You went leg spin
that's
bowling.
right. Yeah, that's right. Do B.
B. Let's go
You're
with...
going to see one guy's name a lot.
Would that be Brad Owen?
Brad Owen is a YouTube vlogger that has become... I started watching him when he was a nobody, and this guy has become a force in poker in America. Oh yeah, no joke. He's a monster.
Typed in F, first one pops up. Fight at Jaguars game.
yeah, I read about a big fight at the Jacksonville game. That's cool. See, I'm not that boring.
R, Ricky Fowler quintuple bogey.
Oh yeah, he shot $1 billion. But he's coming back. He had a good weekend, Finished tied for second this weekend. So good
type the W, worst golf swing. You just wanted to see the worst golf swing.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back a second with Brandon Kravitz in sports.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Eastbound travel on I-4 still a solid ride out of Polk County, approaching U.S. Highway 27 up to 429. It's heavy too between U.S. 192 and State Road 535. Westbound busy as well between Worrell Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. And we're still seeing some slowdowns between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Fall into a hiring spree with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
GimmeTheVin.com has made it fast. We've made it easy, and we're the only 5-star BBB rated car dealer out there.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Did you know Jersey Mike's freshly grills hot subs right in front of you? It's a Jersey Mike's thing. And did you know I, Danny DeVito, am wearing a very cool shirt?
All statements about fresh grilling at Jersey Mike's are true. All statements about Mr. DeVito's shirt cannot be legally confirmed.
Nonsense. It's a great shirt.
Agree to disagree.
I want a second opinion.
The shirt is just okay.
Who are you?
A second opinion.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Pro painters, let's help you get to your next job sooner and save some money along the way. Get same-day and next-day delivery on top-rated Behr paints, stains, and primers delivered straight to your job site, only from the Home Depot. And with the help of our Behr Pro Paint specialists, you can rest easy knowing you're getting the best paint delivered to you on time at an everyday low price. Plus, pros earn discounts with the Pro Extra Paint Rewards program. Schedule your Behr paint delivery today. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
If you've been impacted by the hurricane in Florida, you're not alone. Your Freedom Health and Optimum Medicare plans are here to help. You can call Freedom Health at 800-401-2740 or Optimum at 866-245-5360 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We can help with anything from meals to prescription refills to mental health services. Because being here when you need us most is what we do.
You know International Diamond Center is the best place to buy diamonds and fine jewelry. But did you also know IDC will buy from you? Diamonds, heirloom jewelry, estate jewelry, Swiss watches, coins.
Don't be afraid to come in and get a price on something that maybe it's an heirloom that you want to sell, or you're just checking to see the price.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire has a vast network of collectors and buyers around the world, so IDC can always find a market for your jewelry.
We always pay a very strong price to buy. There's a resale market that's there, and we pay top dollar for top merchandise. We have people all over the world that we sell to. So some collectors are going to pay way more than any consumer's going to pay. We'll give you the best possible price, no games played, and you'll get the check or the cash, whatever one you want.
Let IDC appraise what's in your jewelry box. You might get a pleasant surprise.
Sometimes they come in, they have no idea what's there, and then all of a sudden they walk out with a $28,000 check.
International Diamond Center. Online at shopidc.com.
Last year, Racetrack introduced the waffle breakfast sandwich to the world, and it was a huge hit. But then we took it away, and we got emails, we even got a strongly worded fax. The people wanted it back. Well, ask no more. The waffle breakfast sandwich is back by Waffular demand for a limited time. Savory sausage, melty cheese, and hearty eggs, all between two fluffy waffles. The waffle breakfast sandwich has returned. Pick one up today at participating locations. Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
There are those who feel living with debt is inevitable. But there are those who strive for freedom. These are the ones who are willing to play the long game, who don't cut corners. And those are the ones who know not all financial institutions are the same. Fair wins. Financial freedom happens here. Visit fairwinds.org.
Introducing Spectrum One. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits per second, advanced Wi-Fi with best-in-class security and privacy, Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data plus nationwide 5G. Get it all with Spectrum One. Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for only $49.99 a month. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Newt Gingrich here, and I'd like to invite you to listen to my podcast, Newt's World. Most people know me as the former Speaker of the House, but I'm also a historian with a wide range of interests. I enjoy talking with experts in their field and the most interesting people across a variety of subjects. I release 4 episodes of Newt's World every week with an effort to excite the imagination of our audience, and hopefully you'll learn something new each time you listen. Listen and subscribe for free to Newt's World on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Roll Radio 104.1. Got some weather moving through because one of the strongest cold fronts ever this time of year is actually moving through this week. I don't know if you guys have heard that.
First cold blast.
Do you know what Wednesday's high is? Take a guess.
75.
What's the average high in October this time of year for Central Florida?
87.
I think it's 84 to 86, somewhere in there. It's Wednesday's high is 70 degrees.
Dig it.
53 in the evening. It's actually wreaking havoc on the southeastern United States because it's specifically coming for that area, and people who are planting crops right now usually never have to deal with freezes this early in the season.
Wow.
Well, the weather's cold, but the takes are hot there, Jim.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I am Jim. Jack and Ross right over there, and he opened his mouth before his introduction. So I even wonder if he deserves one. He does. He talks sports every single day. Our buddy 96.9 The Game over there, 3 to 6 every day. Give it up for Brandon Kravitz.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
I thought you were going to go with the man who needs no introduction since I just blurted it out.
So what's up, buddy?
You got to remember on the other stick, it's my show.
I got it.
You know?
I understand. That's why I try to be as respectful as possible.
There's a lot of ego in this room
now. And we do simulcast this segment over to your station so everybody can hear on your show as well.
We
right?
also simulcast it over on your station.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So,
Very good.
You're welcome.
Son of a bitch. Can I curse on your station?
Sure, whatever.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd say no so I could just let it rip. So what'd you think about the NFL this week? Let's go to Florida's. I know Florida's teams real quick. I think, do we have a blank again across the board?
Yep.
Yeah.
0-3 for the state of Florida. Here we are.
Jags should have had it.
Tampa Bay looked bad. Jags look better than anybody.
We do this. We do this all the time, where we get all excited, and then
Florida happens. Florida football.
Yeah, I mean, and it's happening in college.
Yep.
NFL. UCF was great. You know, I know we'll spend some time separately,
but
just
24-point favorite or something, right? I mean, come on,
they scored
man.
70. They looked really good. But Florida State lost. Florida lost, and those were two big rivalry games, and they were dominated in those games. And then you go to the NFL, which we'll spend some time on here. Miami loses to the Minnesota Vikings. They had a chance there at the end of that game. 16-10, Minnesota leads. Jalen Waddle, in the open field, has a chance to put the Dolphins in decent scoring position, would have had him inside of the red zone, and he just coughs up the football. Nobody even touched him. He just fumbled it, and they lost the game.
Minnesota is that sales rep at your company that wins the sales contest by like $10 every year. They're like they're good enough to win. You wonder what they look like when they're really going to be challenged, but they're that guy that never is late to work. They're that guy who he does everything right, but he doesn't do anything extra.
Yeah.
But he does everything he's supposed to right on time every time. That's what they look like to me. They're boring, but they win.
Right. And if you want to go with that analogy, that same salesperson, if they're at the office party at night, they always get a little too hammered.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Vikings cannot be trusted in prime time. But when they play at 1 o'clock, they're one of the best teams in the NFL. It's the weirdest thing, but Kirk Cousins historically is god-awful if you put him in a standalone window. But yeah, they had to contend with that. The Dolphins' defense, I think we slightly overrated. I know I did early on in the season. Their defense has some major issues. I don't know what's going on. At quarterback, I mean, we're seeing the value of Tua, and thank goodness it looks like he's on his way back. The Dolphins play on Sunday Night Football next week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll hopefully be getting Tua back. He's cleared concussion protocols, so we're just waiting for the official green light, but it should be good to go there. And then that hopefully turns the season back to what it looked like it was turning into, which was a pretty successful year, playoff run, one of the best offenses in the game. When you're playing with a third-string quarterback, what do you expect?
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Yeah, so
I mean, everybody can't be Cooper Rush.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody bubble burst on him this weekend.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
Oh, yeah. 3 interceptions?
Yeah, I know. But still, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, like I heard the analysis this morning. You go into that run of games losing Dak Prescott, and you have to put in Cooper Rush. If you come out of there 3-1, 4-1, you're a winner. It doesn't even matter which one of those games you lose. You never expected to emerge with Dak Prescott 6-8 weeks down the road and be looking like this.
Do you think this is what Dak needed?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they needed him to lose, so now he can come back and be a hero.
Definitely. My theory is Dak was ready to go. Dak was off to the side last night. He threw 50 passes to wide receivers before the game. There was no drop-off in his velocity.
Yeah.
He looked completely healthy. I think the Cowboys knew if we send him out there, the Eagles are better than we are. If Cooper Rush has won 4 games in a row, and we throw Dak Prescott out there against one of the best teams in the NFL, and he loses,
not going to do anything for his
fan
confidence.
base is going to go crazy.
Right.
What are we doing? We just lost the game. I think they needed that to happen last night for exactly what Jack said. Not that they wanted to lose. They're still out there trying to win. They just couldn't have Dak in that position where he was going to lose. So, yeah, why not hide behind the cloak of an injury? And guess who they get this week? The Detroit Lions.
Right,
and guess who's going to come moseying back out onto the field? Dak Prescott. Guaranteed.
What would have happened, though, if the Dallas Cowboys, which they could have won that game last night, if Cooper wins that game, how awkward does that get for the rest of the season?
I think pretty awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. Really awkward.
I don't know.
They just paid the guy like a whole bunch of money, too.
Yeah, I don't think they move off of Dak Prescott, but yeah, you put Dak in, and then the team, if they drop off at all, it's hard not to look and go, man, I know that Dak is more talented, but the team was playing better with Cooper Rush. We've seen this happen in sports.
But the thing is, though, and here's the other thing, and you say this a lot because you're really a purist when it comes to the pessimism of sports, which I am not. I like those stories, but you look at a story like Cooper Rush, and you're like, oh my God, could it be? Could it be? And then you look at the history of the NFL and how many people have actually done that, filled in for a starting quarterback and then turned out to be a superstar. How many times? Like 5? 6,
it's
7.
Very rare.
It is really maybe one of the rarest things ever in this league.
Which is what makes Brady so interesting, because he was one of those guys.
He was one of those people.
And then turned into the greatest quarterback of all time.
Kurt Warner was one of those guys, I believe, right? You can say that?
Kurt Warner was bagging groceries before he won a Super Bowl with the Rams.
Playing the Arena League. Right, yeah. So, I mean, it does happen, but it is extraordinarily rare.
Yeah.
And these people spend a lot of money on research, and the chances are they don't miss that often. Even in one of the most ultimate gambling games, which is finding an NFL quarterback, and finding one cheap or finding one that is just that diamond in the rough. They're just hard to find,
Yeah, definitely.
So what else in the NFL was interesting? We had a lot of big players lose, and I tell you, a team that's really surprising right now that I don't know that anybody thought would be like this, but who wants to play the Patriots right now?
The Patriots, the Jets. There's all these weird teams out there. The Falcons.
But who wants to play the Patriots? All of a sudden, the Patriots look damn good with a kid that nobody even heard of.
Bailey Zappi was playing at Western Kentucky last year. The Patriots drafted him late. He was excellent in college, but he was also playing at a sort of a no-name college and was in general obscurity. I think he might have been a Heisman finalist. He was really good last year. But either way, you don't expect him to come in and look like this. He looked pretty damn good.
Yeah,
He's another one of those guys, though, that maybe a couple weeks go by and we go, oh, okay, he's been exposed a little bit.
Yeah.
But right now, he's looked as good as I've seen from Mac Jones. And Mac Jones is going to be making his way back. That's the guy they drafted in the first round last year. So Belichick will have an interesting decision. The good thing about Belichick is he doesn't get caught up in the politics. He does not care. He'll start whoever he thinks is the better player,
That's right.
And then you don't question his decision. I think what we're seeing right now, even though Brady won the Super Bowl, and so he's got that over Bill, we're seeing as time is going along, I think Bill's starting to win that divorce. I know Brady's got other ones he's worried about.
Brady winning the Super Bowl right out of the gates kind of put that on fire, but you're right. I mean, it looks like that slow-moving bulldozer that just does things by the book, applies the theory at all times, never varies, has value.
And that's just for coming back, right? He stays retired. He wins the battle. It's done.
Yeah.
He moved. He got the championship first year. Second year, not so much. But then he retires, rides out into the sunset. Everything is cool. Right now, everything's not cool for Tom Brady.
No, because that's the thing with Belichick. I mean, he's a coach. He can't go out there and grab a first down or score a touchdown. What he is building is a system, and systems sometimes take steps back. They take steps forward. It's a slow-moving train.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady left New England and went to an already established team that had a lot of talent that needed a quarterback like Brady to put him over the top. What Brady's experiencing now is that the system isn't there.
It's not.
Because it's Tampa. It's never been there.
Nope.
He hopped on a very fast-moving train that is now broken down, and nobody knows how to fix it.
Arians does, but he can't because his heart's going to fail and fall out of his eye socket at any moment.
I don't know what the situation is there,
But
if
I mean,
Brady had anything to do with that, but it does look like coaching is an issue, talent is an issue.
Yep.
Brady's got no time at all behind that offensive line. And, Jim, we're seeing this with every quarterback that's excelling in the NFL right now. What can they all do? When it breaks down, they escape the pocket, and they can grab a couple of yards if they need to. That's what the NFL has become.
They can play make.
Brady's a relic.
They can't make plays from the pocket like that anymore. You sure can't.
So if you're going to have a relic, that's fine. Brady's great.
You better have a massive offensive line.
Exactly.
You better have half of Oklahoma's 25-year and under kids in front of you. Because, I mean, it's not Oklahoma, the team, the state. Because all those big Oklahoma and Nebraska boys were put on the front line. But, yeah, man, it's...
They're struggling. They're in the 20s and beyond in basically every key offensive category. Their defense has actually... I know it doesn't look great when you watch them, but it's actually been pretty good. It's that their offense is so anemic. It puts their defense in bad spots.
Hardly any touchdowns. They just don't score touchdowns.
Are we not going to bring up injuries? Because is this not the most injury-plagued offense in the league?
His offensive line is absolutely banged up, but they got wide receivers back. Chris Godwin's on the field. Mike Evans is on the field. They've got Russell Gage, Leonard Fournette. They've got weapons. Yesterday, they had Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, considered to be two of the top guys in the NFL at their position, definitely Mike Evans, going up against the Steelers team that's without T.J. Watt, one of the best defensive players in the league, Minkah Fitzpatrick, one of the best safeties in the league. The Steelers were without their top 3 cornerbacks yesterday, and their starting quarterback got hurt in the middle of the game, and the Bucs still
can't win.
lost.
You know what I knew it was bad? And I want to move on because you know when I knew it was bad? When Kenny Pickett ran them down first play. I mean, what did they, 6 plays to score? First possession?
Right down the field.
No problem whatsoever. I'm like, this is going to be a long day for the Bucs. If the first set of plays, while everybody's fresh and they can't stop this kid in 7 plays, who's not, let's face it, I mean, he's not a great player. He's not one of those guys you go, oh, my God, did you see Kenny Pickett light it up last night? It doesn't work like this. Yeah, they got a lot of work to do. Still, I believe you look at the people scoring. Jacksonville they score a lot of touchdowns. Maybe could have won yesterday against a team that a lot of people are saying, well, you got to watch out for the Colts, starting to kind of catch a stride. I don't know how accurate that is, but Jags continue to put up a lot of points.
The Colts are a really weird team to figure out. I thought the Jags would bounce back yesterday. That series between those two teams has been kind of bizarre. I think I heard over their last 15 or 17 meetings, the road team has only won 1 game. So the Jags own the Colts when they're in Jacksonville, and Indianapolis owns the Colts when they're in Indy. It's just so one of those weird
Baltimore has that
things.
A little bit too, right? Where they don't win. They used to win at home all the time, and now they don't win at home very much. It's kind of odd. Let's move on to UCF real quick. I know they had a big game. What comes up for them next? And are we going to see more of this as their schedule progresses?
Yeah, so UCF getting deeper into their conference. The next couple of teams that they face all have winning records. It's really all about a game 2 weeks from now against Cincinnati. That's the one that they've had circled on the schedule all year long. They get to play that at the Bounce House right here in Orlando. And if they're able to win that game, I mean, of course, they have to take care of the others, but that's the one where
that's the definer.
That's the season-defining game. And if they're able to take care of Cincinnati, then they can go on to the conference championship and likely win it. And if they're able to do that, chances are they end up in another New Year's Six Bowl, which is really the highest of heights for what UCF can achieve this year.
Sure.
And it would be great to carry that type of momentum because this year is really not about this year. It's about next year. Oh, yeah. It's about your first year in the Big 12. And what's really cool for UCF fans, if you're not paying attention to this, which you probably are, but you should definitely start, how good that conference is. I would argue top to bottom right now at this moment, the Big 12 is the second strongest football conference in the country.
Outside of the SEC?
Well, the SEC's, yeah, exactly. Yeah. They stand above the rest. But top to bottom, they really don't have weak links. And Texas and Oklahoma aren't moving on to the SEC for another couple of years, so they're going to be in that conference. TCU is really good. Oklahoma State's really good. Hell, Kansas is back. I mean, that conference is loaded, so UCF needs to be full steam ahead before they get into the Big 12.
Orlando City Soccer had a bad weekend, which ends their normal season.
It ends
the season. That was the playoff
season.
Yeah, it's all done. 2-0 to Montreal.
Yeah, it was a tight first half. Orlando City had opportunities, but just couldn't cash in, and they lost to a really good Montreal team. From everybody that I've talked to that understands the world of MLS, this is a red-hot team. You had to go on the road to take them on, and it's disappointing because now if I had told you in 2015 when Orlando City entered MLS that by 2022 you'd have 1 playoff win, I don't think anybody would have believed me. We're like, you're pessimistic, but that's what's happened.
Right, yeah.
And so the good thing is that you have the U.S. Open Cup that kind of cloaks any sort of negativity because we all experienced that. That was a load of fun. You can't take that away from the team. And I think it holds off the dogs a little bit because getting to the playoffs now is nice. It's not enough. You've got to advance.
Right, yeah, you got to go forward for sure.
And that final score was 2-0, sorry, Jim, but it really was a 1-0. They ended up getting a penalty in the last seconds of the match. So it was a very close game, but man, watching that match, it just hurt me when I saw those high-quality chances go over the crossbar. You got to make a keeper make a save. We had that game. I bet you all those players are filled with a lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
Well, they'll have it next year. They'll have all the offseason to figure it out and hopefully come back next year with another strong, kind of showing and give the fans something to cheer about. Let's talk a little baseball. We never talk baseball. Yankees in it for their life tomorrow night?
Right,
tonight, Game 5. It's winner go home against the Cleveland Guardians.
Yes. But this game's going to be super intense.
And all of these games, can I tell you, this entire series has been great. It really has. Jack's been watching almost every game that we've had while we're on the air. And then because Jack's so involved with it, this weekend I think I tuned into one of the Yankee games for the last. Matter of fact, I almost text you.
Oh, the Saturday night game?
The Saturday night game.
That was a gut punch.
I was watching because it was it right after the Alabama loss?
5 soft base hits.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah, an absolute meltdown on Saturday night. I mean, I was watching college football, but I was following
exposed.
Along. And yeah, now we get Monday Night Football, Broncos, Chargers, along with a Game 5 in the ALDS.
Damn.
It's great to be a sports fan in the middle of October. NBA season gets fired up tomorrow night. But how about the National League? Absolute shockers on both sides of the bracket. The Phillies absolutely blast the Braves, who won the World Series last year.
Unbelievable.
And then the Padres get past the Dodgers.
Unbelievable.
They're not an easy team to get rid of.
I'm still shocked by that.
That's unbelievable. Nobody gave them a shot.
So you'll have the Phillies or the Padres guaranteed entrance into the World Series, and we'll find out tonight.
Padres-Yankees matchup wouldn't be the worst thing ever, would it?
Well, someone has to decide who gets the win tonight to play Houston.
Yeah, Houston's a beast.
Yeah, that's right. All right. All right, let's finish up with what I want to get. Oh, Magic opens the season tomorrow night?
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night
against the Detroit Pistons. So it's a really cool way to start the season because they're the other really young core that NBA nerds are excited about.
So these teams are like 7, 8, 8, 9 in the East, something like that, or
they have the potential to be if everything goes right. They're going to be. They could still be at the bottom of the conference. It's possible, but these are two teams that seem to be trending in the right direction. Two teams that a lot of people are excited about their future, and there's just kind of a mystery as to what this year is going to look like. The exciting part for the Magic is that for once we have positive injury news ahead of expectation. I thought Jalen Suggs was going to miss probably the first month of the season based on the knee injury that he sustained in the preseason, and he is back. He's available to play on Wednesday night.
That's awesome news. I watched the preseason highlights against Cleveland. Now, I don't think Cleveland had all of their starters out or whatever, but the team is fun to watch.
Yeah.
You can still see they're very young and still learning each other's body communication, because on the floor, there's a lot of body communication out there where you're making a little move, you just pick up on it, you know what player's going to do what. They're closing in on it, but the team looks fun.
You're going to love Franz Wagner the more you watch this team. Paolo Banchero can play, but Franz is going to be the straw that stirs the drink.
Good. He broke somebody off in that Cleveland game. I mean, it was gross. I mean, broke him off from the 3-point line and then drove.
I don't know what it means. We'll have to find out when the season starts. But the Magic, they lost their first preseason game. They won the next 4. And it's not like NFL preseason where your starters play for 5 minutes and then it's all backups. In NBA preseason, you stagger lineups, but it's your starters that are out on the floor at the end of games.
When the last, was it the third game they played? I forget who the team was, but they were losing. They put in their starters for the last 7 minutes of the game.
Against Memphis.
Yeah, and
that was John Morant. I was there at the building. They put John Morant back in. 5 minutes left. I was like, what is this coach doing?
You're trying to win.
What are you doing? Yeah, and so then Jamal Mosley, the head coach of the Magic, goes all right, well, I guess I'll put my starters in too. And last 5 minutes of the game, situational basketball, great learning opportunity for these young guys. They went out and they beat one of the best teams in the NBA, and it was like, all right, I know this doesn't count. Wish it did, but that was really cool.
Going to be fun. I can't wait. That's tomorrow or Wednesday night for the opening of the Magic season. Buddy, as always, it's great to see you. Brendan Kravitz, 96.9 The Game. He talks sports 6 to 9 every single day. Good seeing you, buddy.
All right, always a pleasure. I'm glad that we could provide this segment to Real Radio.
All right, very good. Thanks, buddy. I'll send you an invoice. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this week, a major cold front will be pushing through. It is going to feel like fall. But before it does so, we could see some strong storms early tonight. Otherwise, partly cloudy, the low 70. Tomorrow, the high 82, a 20% chance for a lingering shower. And then the chillier weather arriving on Wednesday, starting off the day at 54 for the low and topping out around 70 degrees. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag. Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double-stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double-stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Man, let me tell you something. If you need a new bathroom, you need to consider Rebath of Mid-Florida. And here's why I'm going to tell you to do that. Because, you've heard those nightmare stories about hiring contractors. There's a lot of guys out there that really know what they're doing, but there's some that don't know what they're doing. You don't want to flip that coin for sure, because that could cost you thousands. Just simply go with Rebath. That way you don't have to worry about anything, and you have somebody on the job that does everything you need. When you hire Rebath, you don't have to hire a plumber or an electrician. You don't have to figure out somebody to lay the tile for you, or where you're going to get the toilet or the tub or the sink or any of that. It's all contained at Rebath. Not only do they have the people, they have the products, and the products are amazing. You can actually see and feel them every day. Their showroom, easy to find, Altamont, right across from Kobe. When you slide in, you'll see some models set up. Those are just to show you what the products look like. Every bathroom at Rebath is a custom bathroom designed by their team with your help. Their installation lasts 4 to 6 days. They do it with their employees, no subcontractors, and a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. Hop online today, check out the before and afters, and then book your appointment. Your new bathroom's right there in Altamont at rebathmidfla.com.
Ram trucks are built to serve, and so is your local Florida Ram dealer, where right now we're offering $1,000 Florida Recovery Bonus Cash Allowance to owners of vehicles damaged by Hurricane Ian. Visit your local Ram dealer or go to ram.com and take advantage of $1,000 Florida Recovery Bonus Cash Allowance, now available on most 2022 Ram trucks. Excludes Ram 1500 TRX. Must present a copy of insurance claim form to be eligible and reside in specific counties impacted by the storm. Residency restrictions apply. Order or take retail delivery by 11/30/22.
Dreaming about your new kitchen, but don't think it's affordable? At 5daycabinets.com, it only takes 5 minutes to find out. Simply log on to 5daycabinets.com and select our new quick quote option. Simply answer a couple questions, then upload some pictures of your existing kitchen, and that's all it takes. Now, with 5daycabinets.com, your new kitchen is more affordable than you might think. Yep, looks like it's time for your new kitchen from 5daycabinets.com. Mention Real Radio and receive 5% off your cabinet order now through August 31st.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office, Orlando.
Baby boomers and retirees, take action now. Biden's administration recession and the social agenda will continue to rob your retirement savings with higher taxes. You can gain retirement tax protection, but you must act now. National talk show host and best-selling author Chuck Oliver of The Hidden Wealth Solution will teach you how to get a head start to be retirement tax smart. Learn proven strategies to save thousands in unnecessary taxes and get retirement recession protection. Visit retirementprotected.com. retirementprotected.com.
Hey, Orlando. Now you can get treated for everything from chest pains to ankle sprains at a third of the cost and half the time of an average ER visit. Say hello to a better emergency care experience. Say hello to GuideWell Emergency Doctors. Operated by Crucial Care, time is based on the American College of Emergency Physicians. Cost comparison based on 2016 actuarial analysis of hospital-based ER visits.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we got Liz $1 million.
About a year ago, I was in a really bad accident. Nobody would help us. But when we called Mr. DeWitt and his team, they were there to help through the whole thing. I'm extremely happy with the results. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Hey, RC Hill here. This year's gone by so fast, it's scary. And I need to catch up, so I'm rolling out my most shocking deals yet. It's my Shocktober catch-up event. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car. If you owed $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. So dump that pumpkin that's haunting your driveway. But hurry, deals this good scare my accountant so it won't last long. I'm RC Hill, now bigger to serve you. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Or visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. See dealer for details.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovyx can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovyx treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovyx may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovyx. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
Hot Wheels. Race to win at the Orlando Science Center. OSC.org.
What happens when we're off the air? At Real Radio 1041 on Instagram. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey boys, don't hate. That lock-picking lawyer stuff is great.
It is great. It's got to be demoralizing because this guy, by the way, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. We'll have another keyword for you here in about 10 minutes, so hang loose for that. Back at that. And remember, when you get the keyword, you want to go to realradio.fm, and you'll see exactly how to send it away for your shot at $1,000. Be nice to get a winner today for sure. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are here. Deb will be back with us tomorrow. Jack, are you a TikTok guy? Do you spend any time on social media? You know, I've never asked you that. If you when you do spend time on social, which one is it?
It depends. So if I am posting, I've been doing most of my posting on Instagram Reels.
Okay.
I post very little on TikTok.
Facebook?
And Facebook, I would say. And then Twitter is occasionally. Like, if I have something to say, then it's Twitter. But if it's video, it's Instagram. And if it's a picture where it looks like it might generate conversation, Facebook.
Got it. Do you when you spend time just looking through them, though, which one do you look through the most? Just by looking at other people's stuff?
Oh, I would probably say that's Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
Because Facebook, like, I'll get in the morning, I'll see whose birthday it is, wish them a happy birthday, and then if I start scrolling, I realize, oh man, I just lost 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I gotta get to work.
Which one do you spend the most time on? Instagram?
I would say Instagram.
Yeah,
more so. I mean, I had a TikTok phase because I realized I was like, oh wait, you can't be in entertainment without one of these.
Yeah.
So I grew some solid numbers on TikTok, and then I looked at my Instagram numbers, and then everyone was telling me, like, yeah, man, you gotta get some Instagram numbers. So now I
got you.
Went to Instagram, got some Instagram numbers.
Which content do you like the most? Like when you scroll through them, do you like TikTok's content more? Do you like Instagram's content more?
You know, it's funny that you say that. I think TikTok was such a raging success that all social media companies like Facebook, Instagram, not really Twitter, just went, oh, that's what people want, and then they just started doing the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, I like it simply because of my ADD, which is undiagnosed, but I'm virtually certain there. That I do like 7-second increments of, with an occasional 1-minute video that's very interesting. But this lock-picking lawyer guy is a guy all you see is a perfectly well-lit shot, like studio-lit shot of him with his hands using these tools that he designed to pick locks. So what happens is people from all over the world will send him a lock and they claim it's unpickable. And then, of course, he takes it apart in no time at all. Where it gets really interesting is when companies apparently companies started writing him and saying, hey, look, you're killing us here. You can't do this or whatever. And then the minute they do that, he just kind of goes, okay, well, I mean, if your company's so good, and he goes out and buys all their locks and then just shows just how unbelievably easy they are to pick. One of them, he doesn't even insert anything into the key. By the way, if you have one of those tumbler locks, like a bicycle lock, where it looks like an upside down U, and then the thing goes across the top, and then the thing across the top has the tumblers,
classic.
If you have the right tool, do you realize you can open that thing in about 8 seconds, and you never have to even mess with the tumblers themselves, just because of how it's designed, how poorly it's designed? He opened a master lock that they claim to be like the greatest lock of all time. I mean, as fast as he could pick the thing up, it was open. No effort whatsoever, just because he had the right tool and he knew how it worked.
You want those skills?
Oh, God, it's so amazing. It really is kind of fun to watch. door locks, any kind of locks with round keys. It doesn't matter. He can get them open because the technology is all kind of the same.
But I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that Instagram and TikTok have formed into almost identical things.
They do look a lot alike. And I got to tell you, the people who put content on one or the other cross-habitate those platforms because, like, I'll show my wife something on TikTok, and she doesn't really watch TikTok that much or didn't for a while. She was mostly Instagram. She goes, oh, yeah, I already saw that.
Yeah.
Because somebody would have already posted the content on that other platform. Chances are the same person.
This is funny. I wanted to see what you were talking about, so I type in lockpick lawyer on TikTok, and there are about a dozen, and they all have the same logo. Like, I guess a dozen knockoff pages of just messing or changing the
this one's
the name.
Yeah, lock-picking lawyer, because it's so popular that people have just made it very popular. I don't even know what the guy looks like, but he's got this very resonant voice, and he talks like this. Now, this came to me from Michigan, blah, 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 and he just picks it. Oh, and we got that open, no problem.
I mean, how?
And then boom, that's it. That's the video.
How in the world? I've been thinking about this. How is television shows, movies,
how are they making it?
Are they going to survive in 40 years?
Sure, yeah, they'll make it. I mean, this format will make it because people like live entertainment.
Okay, so
that's what I've learned, because podcasts have been around for 10 years.
That's live entertainment.
No, it's not. Podcasts are not live.
No, but you were. I thought you just said is that people like live entertainment. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about a TV show.
Oh yeah,
that
is
what
you're saying. Yeah,
23 minutes that has a chapter 1 out of 14 chapters. Because hear me out. This is my theory.
Yeah, because the streaming services are now the networks, really.
Well, yeah, once these generations that are down with a 3-hour movie, a 2.5-hour movie, once those go away, I don't know. Well, I don't know what a 16-year-old thinks about a 3-hour movie.
Oh no, I think that people will still continue to watch movies. It's not the fact that people will or will not like movies. Everybody always likes a great story. It's just part of being a human. The problem is where they get it. You know, are they going to tune into YouTube to see that, or are they going to tune into Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever? It's just they've replaced the stereotypical broadcast networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox. And they still do very well.
Because I think social media is single-handedly, maybe not single-handedly, but the biggest reason why you're not seeing comedy movies in movie theaters. I think people are getting their fix of comedy through their phone.
There's a possibility of that. There hasn't been a big-budget comedy movie in a while. Who's the big... Well, okay, who is the current big comedic actor? Like, we could say back in the day it would be Will Ferrell, and at one point it was like Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy. But who is the big comedic actor now? Maybe Zach Galifianakis had a run there for a little bit where he was making movies every other year or whatever. But who would that be now, Jack? Who is the premier comedic actor in Hollywood right now? And look, decades have been defined by these people. So you can't say, well, it was like in the 70s, it was like almost like Dudley Moore and Steve Martin did stuff in the 70s.
So I've got two answers.
Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder.
Best current comedy actors, number 1 is Jonah Hill. Now, here's the problem with this.
His last 4 movies haven't been comedies.
Bang.
He did the Robin Williams thing. Once he figured out he could do drama and those roles got more attention, he went to drama.
You have Seth Rogen, but that ship has sailed.
That ship sailed.
There is no one new.
The pot humor thing is gone. That's kind of gone. It doesn't matter anymore because pot's legal almost everywhere. So there's no thing now.
Dude, I am watching this lawyer destroy these padlocks with a piece of plastic.
Buddy, let me tell you something. That guy's amazing. Don't get addicted to that. You'll never stop watching it. And the guy it's good.
Underrated actor who I think is unbelievably funny, but now... I mean, he was the comedic relief for the not greatest, but the biggest movie franchise, I think, of all time in Marvel is Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd's good. You're right. I would say, you know what? Somebody just texted in Kevin Hart. He makes movies, but Kevin Hart's identity is still as a stand-up. Paul Rudd's identity is an actor.
And not just that, sure, Kevin Hart's most recent movies, he's done a couple of dramas recently. He did one with Bryan Cranston. I'm sure that there are some funny moments. Movies not in theaters.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's a good one.
That's got to be.
I mean, he doesn't make.
Although
it's a drama movie.
Yeah, well, it's like the Free Guy movie. It's got comedy in it, and Deadpool.
I mean, all Deadpool's. Those are, to me, those are comedies. I mean, I know they're superhero movies, but to me, both of the Deadpool movies are comedies. They use the comedy equation, right? Like a joke every few minutes.
Absolutely, but I think the only reason why they were successful is not just because the humor is great, but more importantly, it got people interested because people know who Deadpool is. That license was very demanded.
You want to know who might be one of the biggest comedy actors? John Cena.
Oh, wow.
You are onto it. I think that's the closest thing to the most recent.
Bill Hader he does drama now. He doesn't do comedy.
It's kind of like a dramedy, but
a little bit
more drama than comedy.
Yeah, I would say that for sure.
So I think phones.
Steve Carell went into drama. He doesn't do like comedy anymore.
Man, he's so good at both.
He's extremely good at both.
In my opinion, I think he is the most talented actor, at least for my generation.
Really?
When I saw Fox Hunter,
yeah, that's crazy.
I was blown away by his performance.
That's about the Olympic wrestler that wound up killing his.
And by the way, speaking of acting performances, what is his name? Chris Evans.
Chris Evans?
No, not Chris Evans. The guy who just played
Chris Pine?
Dahmer. I saw the first episode of Dahmer because it's catching fire on this planet.
That's the guy from American Horror Story. That's
yes.
He made his living with that. He's done some other things too. Evan something.
Yeah. Evan, I'm going to find out.
All right, 407-916-1041. Hold that thought. Back in a second. More of the Jim Colbert Show.
Your shot
Keyword.
Holiday magic is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
The stop-and-go ride continues westbound on I-4 between 417 and Osceola Parkway. We're seeing slowdowns, too, between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. Eastbound still very heavy between US 192 and State Road 535. And we're seeing slowdowns between Osceola Polk Line Road as well, up to 429. 408 still in good shape. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center on Page Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Club Sandwiches. Wawa Clubs are the club of clubs. Try the Turkey BLT Club or the new Italian Club, because at Wawa, there's a club for everyone. Find yours today. Gotta have a Wawa.
Man, everything from the grocery store to the gas pump is costing way more, and that includes the cost of glasses and contact lenses. Don't let inflation keep you from getting better vision. Visit the Filatowski Eye Institute for smile LASIK. That's the latest state-of-the-art LASIK technology. It's minimally invasive with fast recovery times, and most people are back to work or school the very next day. How awesome would it be to stop spending month after month and year after year on contacts and glasses? That is what they think at the Filatowski Eye Institute, and you can still qualify for 0% interest for 24 months. Text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your appointment today. Again, it's easy. Just text 1041 to 868686 and get on the path to better vision today.
I love going on double dates to McDonald's. And by double, I mean twice a day. And by dates, I mean quality time with my choice of a savory sausage biscuit or sausage McMuffin paired with hash browns for $2.29 in the morning. Then sneak away for either a delicious McDouble or McChicken with small fries on the side for $3.39 later in the day. Who needs romance when there's McDonald's? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid when product served.
No matter what I get, it's 20% off every day when I spend $1 on the McDonald's app. So yesterday was my please the whole fam on the way to the game meal. Today is my finally get them to stop asking, are we there yet meal. Who knows what tomorrow will be? Maybe a delicious crispy chicken sandwich all for myself meal. Whatever it is, it's a win. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through December 31st, 2022 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. McD app download and registration required.
You've got a beautiful life and big goals you still want to help protect them with USAA's Level Term Life Insurance. It's coverage designed with big dreams in mind. Did you know life insurance can help your loved ones cover the cost of mortgage or bills, replace income, or even help with college costs if your earnings were no longer in the picture? That means you can all keep dreaming uninterrupted, even if the unexpected unexpected happens because USAA's budget-friendly life policy has you covered. USAA will be your partner through the entire process of selecting and setting up your policy. Learn how it works and how to pick the right coverage to protect your loved ones today. Visit USAA.com/keepdreaming to get started. Level Term 5, Form ICC 2099555-01-20. May vary by state. Life insurance provided by USAA Life Insurance Company, San Antonio, Texas. All life insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Some people pop on cat ears and call it a day. But your gorilla suit is so realistic, the local zookeepers are after you. Duncan's keeping you fueled to fright this Halloween, so sip the bone-chillingly bold peanut butter cup macchiato, savored with a frightfully enchanting spider donut. Or sink your fangs into the Dunk-O-Lantern donut with a blood orange Dunkin' refresher. All so you can haunt even harder. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary, limited time offer.
Slow internet is nonsense. Your business needs Spectrum Business. Thousands of independent tests confirm Spectrum delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation. That's right, Spectrum delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation. Switch to Spectrum Business today. You'll get proven fast internet and save money. That's no nonsense. That's Spectrum Business. Learn more at spectrum.com/business. Internet speeds based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test, intelligence data, U.S. media fixed download speeds for Q3 2022.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Hope you had a wonderful Monday. We're going to have a little weather rolling through tonight into the morning and then a cold front behind there. Get ready. It is going to be unseasonably cold in middle October. So get ready for it. In the mid-50s to low 50s pretty much the entire week. The high on Wednesday is going to be 70 degrees. It's going to be chilly out there this week in Central Florida. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack and Ross are here. Your 5 o'clock keyword is money, M-O-N-E-Y. Go over to realradio.fm. They'll show you how to send that away for you to have a shot at $1,000. Again, that's money, M-O-N-E-Y. That is your 5 o'clock keyword. Good luck. We would love to see you win that cash for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are here. Deb joins us back tomorrow.
Evan Peters.
Yeah, Evan
the
Peters.
actor's name is Evan Peters, who's playing Jeffrey Dahmer.
If you want to see him really stretch his wings out, watch, I think, his first or second season of American Horror Story.
He also has the best scenes in the X-Men movies as Quicksilver.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's that as well. Yeah, pretty big actor. You know, another one of those guys that kind of came out of nowhere in the acting world is the guy, it's funny because the movie I remember him from, you're going to laugh at, but that guy has turned out to be like a star. Like he's done other stuff where he plays the same kind of creepy guy. But do you guys remember the oh man. What
am I looking up?
Oh God. Tom Cruise movie with Cameron Diaz.
All right, here
where he was like a super agent kind of guy.
Night and Day.
Night and Day is the movie.
Really?
In the movie Night and Day,
never heard of this
with
movie.
Tom Cruise.
This is a deep cut, dude.
And Cameron Diaz, he plays a super agent protecting a kid who created a perpetual battery.
Okay.
A battery that never runs out of power. And the bad guys are trying to get the battery.
Sure.
This kid is just
corporate
like
America.
This nerdy,
the Duracell
this
people.
nerdy guy. Cameron Diaz is the love interest that he winds up dragging along.
Yeah.
And he's doing all this Mission Impossible stuff while she's avoiding death.
Paul Dano.
Yeah, and the guy's name is Paul Dano. And this guy is like this. I mean, he looks as incel as you can look as a human being. And the guy turns out to be a massive actor who's gotten giant roles in all these movies. And like nobody, if you would go, oh, I know that guy. Where's that from?
Yeah.
He's been in big movies.
He was in There Will Be Blood.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
right.
that.
Yeah. I drank your milkshake. He's the milkshake being drunk.
Right, exactly.
He lost his milkshake.
Yeah, it's funny that you call him extremely incel looking because that's basically his Riddler in the last Batman
Oh,
film.
really? Yeah. I didn't see that. So I don't know. I didn't see that he played Riddler. That guy's just a massive star. He started off as like a nothing.
I want you to watch Batman. I feel like you might like it.
What'd you do? Irish?
Was that Irish? Yeah.
I feel like you more like it.
Yeah.
You have to look deep down inside of your heart.
You liked it so much it changed your nationality.
Yeah, it's just like out of all the superhero films, I feel like that one's the most cinematic. That one's the most like
really.
Yeah, the one that's it's a superhero film. You're seeing Batman, but it's also like a detective thriller. It's more thriller than action than anything else.
That's the latest one?
Yeah.
I'll try it. I mean, why not? I'll give it a shot.
And Paul Dano's in it. He does great.
Very good.
He's spooky.
All right, 407-916-1041. Don't usually talk about toys here very much.
Nah.
Occasionally, maybe.
But it's the holiday time.
And I'm not really wanting to talk about the toy here. I just don't understand it. I guess I do a little bit.
Stretch Armstrong.
No, it's
what's fun about it?
It's the Barbie story for sure. I was telling about a little earlier. Did you guys see who got a Barbie?
No.
I did. I forgot the Queen. No.
Stop.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
No. Oh God, that's funny. Insurrection Barbie. Let's see. How would I explain this? Okay, female.
Nice.
Okay.
Rock icon.
Joan Jett.
Blondie.
Way more icon-y than Joan Jett. I mean,
Gwen.
Oh,
Stefani. No.
rock and roll.
Black.
Aretha Franklin. No,
I would
rock
say
and roll.
on that level, maybe even more.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner is the answer.
Yeah.
Why does Tina Turner get a Barbie?
Why not?
Okay, I get that. I mean, that argument's automatic. Why not? Because it's Tina Turner. But she doesn't even live in this country, for one thing. Not that you should take that away from her, but she lives in France and has for years, I believe. France
she's
or
like
Switzerland.
90.
Yeah, and she's 90, right? So she's a billion years old. She really hasn't been relevant in the music scene for a while now. I mean, not even with appearances like at the Grammys or anything, just for fun. But why Tina Turner? I wonder why that is. Now, it goes along with some other Barbies that are like the very first black female millionaire.
Yeah.
Has a Barbie. There's a transgender Barbie that comes out at the same time.
I mean, I feel like all Barbies and all G.I. Joes are a little transgender. You know what I'm saying?
I guess they could be, whatever.
Yeah, they don't
have no genitals.
However you dress them, right? I guess, yeah, no genitals is a big player. Jane Goodall got one as well.
Nice.
And I just kind of wondered, of all the women to pull out of rock and roll, I mean, I was sitting there thinking, why Tina Turner? But, the more I think about it, I think Ross is right. Like, in the world of rock and roll, when it comes to females, who has had a more generational input? Or because you got to remember,
from the 60s, she overcame so much domestic abuse.
I mean, being black, touring in the South.
Did you watch the Tina documentary? It was on HBO.
I didn't.
Oh, it was excellent.
Was it really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that, like, in that same wheelhouse, you would have other performers, but when you think about it, like, the only generational talent that would be in that world that you think that could do that would be like Cher.
Do you know how much it costs?
Madonna.
You know how much this Barbie doll costs?
I don't know, probably $30 or something, $25.
How about $55?
$55?
It's a $55 Barbie.
Probably because it's a license thing. They probably have to pay her part of the action.
I think it's also because of like the custom hair.
Oh, the hair's like from the '86.
Yeah.
What's love got to do with it?
Spot on. Yeah. Look at that Barbie doll.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. She looks amazing.
Wow.
It's like it's very good.
It seems like a higher quality Barbie.
That totally does.
Yeah.
But I like how when you first asked that, I was like, why does she get a Barbie doll? Didn't it sound like he was jealous?
No.
I want one. Why not me?
Listen, I've had an action figure before.
What?
Yes.
Can you bring it in?
You have not.
I have. I think I actually still have it.
But it wasn't like mass produced from Mattel.
No. It was.
It's a one-off.
Yeah, one-off for the monsters. Somebody made us monster action figures back in the day.
They're called Monster High dolls. My daughter is, in fact, I guess Monster High dolls have come back. It was a thing.
Oh, Monster High.
Yeah. 15 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And they've come back, and my daughter wants to collect them.
Really?
I'm like, there's no money here, but
I don't think because everybody.
You like what you like, I guess.
Everybody thought when you like the Cabbage Patch dolls still have some value, but like all the Beanie Babies and stuff, very few of those really. I mean, you go to garage sales now, you can pick up like trash bags full of those things for $1.
I saw there's a great, talking about documentaries, there's a great Beanie Baby documentary that was on HBO. Watch that. Fascinating.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah,
My wife and I watched that one. It's crazy.
And they are interviewing people who are like, I once had somebody offer me $3.2 million for my collection.
Right, and I turned it down because I knew it was going to be worth more.
Okay.
And now it's collecting mold from the flood. Yeah.
That Princess Diana Beanie Baby.
Oh, yeah.
Man, people would have murdered someone for that.
And the funny thing is to think that Pogs have more value now.
Oh, dude, I love Pogs.
Man,
every definition.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or any of those cards from back in the day that you would have thrown away by the handful, that there are 5 or 10 of those things worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Dude, huge fan of Pogs.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I had one. I found one in my son's collection the other day.
Nice.
He brought some stuff over. He goes, "Hey, Dad, see if this is worth anything." Right? So,
that's kind of disrespectful.
No. He knows I have a thing for stuff like that. Like if you give me something to research, try to find the value. I love doing stuff like that. So I went through it.
The boy can't Google,
and I saw he doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to, and he knows I enjoy it. So I'm looking through his stuff, and it's a bunch of cards. Some of them are okay. They have worth $8 or $10 or whatever. And they're at the bottom of his little container there was one lime green Pog. And I'm like, oh, God.
Here we go.
This is how stories begin. Just when he thought it was all worthless, there it was in the bottom of the box. The lime green Pog.
Nice.
That was going to change his life.
Oh, they will.
He held it up to the light and looked through it. He knew this was going to be his out. This was going to pay everything off.
A Pog that breaks stereotypes.
Quick to Google. Search lime green Pog.
Yeah.
Then realize it's $1.10. Your dreams collapse into your keyboard, ruining that too, because it's tears and snot from crying.
Oh, man. See, whenever I Google Pog, I have a way better time. Because that is also a porn term.
407-916-1041. Text us at what?
Stands for fat ass white girl. There you go. I think I was confused.
You're good. You're done.
You want me to show you?
You're done. Back in a sec.
Lime green Pog.
You're done, buddy.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Our heaviest traffic continues westbound on I-4 between Sand Lake Road and 417 and also between 417 and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's a heavy ride eastbound too between US 192 and State Road 535 and delays between Osceola Polk Line Road and 429. No reported issues on 417 or the 408. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag. Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Hey guys, Jim here for my friends over at Solar Bear. If you are sick and tired of paying high electric bills, then you need to call Solar Bear. They're the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida, and these guys can help eliminate your power bill. That's right, eliminate your power bill. They're the highest rated and reviewed solar company in the state, and they're locally owned and operated, which means no subcontractors. All you have to do is visit solarbear.com today for your free estimate. And even better than that, right now you can get 0 down, 0% interest, and no payments for 12 months with credit approval. Say goodbye to your electric bill and say hi to Solar Bear. It's solarbear.com.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Tobacco-Free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone, free online resources, and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
You know it's time, no more cigarettes and you'll be fine. A full commitment to quit is the plan. Time to get the pack out your hand. It's the perfect time for you to quit and say, I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving you up. I'm letting you go, I'm letting you go. Never coming back to smoke, I'm never coming back to smoke, I'll never come back. I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving you up. I'm letting you go, I'm letting you go. Never coming back to smoke, I'll never coming back to smoke, never coming back.
The singing, are we 100% on that, or you're not going to use it? Good. You know, maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
In over 3 decades of jewelry retailing at other places, John DiSapatino has never been able to offer his customers what he can today at International Diamond Center.
The amount of inventory here is unbelievable. A lot of people go on Pinterest looking for that perfect ring, and you know what? 99% of the time, we're going to have it for
That's because IDC has designer rings other stores only wish they could offer, like Tacori, Verragio, Kurt Kara, A. Jaffe, Henry Dossi, and other very exclusive names.
We were selected in the industry to be able to carry these top designers. This is what women are asking for. This is what they're talking to their friends, and this is what they're looking for, and we're able to deliver that.
If you still can't find the right look, IDC can also custom design a ring for you using the latest technology.
I have people that have a little sketch they drew on a napkin. We can sit down, design it out for you, basically take your dreams and turn them into reality.
International Diamond Center, always doing whatever it takes to make you a raving fan and family for life.
The smiles, the laughs, and the hugs that we get are bar none the best.
4 Orlando area locations.
That's what it's all about, yep.
Online at shopidc.com.
You've got a beautiful life and big goals you still want to achieve. Help protect them with USAA's Level Term Life Insurance. It's coverage designed with big dreams in mind. Did you know life insurance can help your loved ones cover the cost of mortgage or bills, replace income, or even help with college costs if your earnings were no longer in the picture? That means you can all keep dreaming uninterrupted even if the unexpected happens, because USAA's budget-friendly life policy has you covered. USAA will be your partner through the entire process of selecting and setting up your policy. Learn how it works and how to pick the right coverage to protect your loved ones today. Visit USAA.com/keepdreaming to get started. Level Term 5, Form ICC 209955501-20, may vary by state. Life insurance provided by USAA Life Insurance Company, San Antonio, Texas. All life insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
O'Reilly Auto Parts specializes in keeping your car on the road. Not sure how much life is left in your battery? Our professional parts people will test it for free. If it does need to be replaced, we'll help you find just the right one to fit your car. Our Superstart batteries are built to handle even the toughest conditions. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At GimmeTheVin.com, it's all digital. We have a 45-second offer online. It's fast, it's easy, and we have the best online reviews on the planet. Sell me your car.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
After a storm, unlicensed contractors prey on homeowners. Always hire a contractor with a state-issued license. Verify if your contractor is state licensed at myfloridalicense.com.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want, along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to fit any mood or activity. And here's the part you don't want to miss. It's all free. Download the free iHeartRadio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
The Jim Colbert Show. returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
I can't help but notice that Ross just says he loves Pogs and every definition of it. And I gotta tell you, Ross, I also do love me every definition of the Pogs. Gotta love them, man. Love me some thick white women.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1. That guy just murdered Ross.
I just really like some thick white women.
Don't bother me. Just get in the elevator. What floor? You know. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031.
Don't want a rain delay tonight. No rain delay. No rain delay. No rain delay.
What time are they supposed to rip it?
7 o'clock tonight is Game 5 of the ALDS. It's the only game left in this round. It's an elimination game for one team between Cleveland and New York, and it happens in the Bronx. However, I think it's 70% chance of rain between 7 and 9 p.m.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So they either wait it out and play this game tonight or postpone it till tomorrow, which would be the only day off before the next round begins in Houston on Wednesday.
Oh, boy.
And Houston's, they swept Seattle. It was tough, but they swept them. But their ace, Justin Verlander, at, 38, still dominant as hell, will be rested, ready to go.
He's a monster.
He is.
God, he's been in the league so long. How much, like 14 years, 13 years, something ridiculous like that?
Longer than that. Plus, he's got a porn video out with his supermodel girlfriend.
Does he really?
Wife. Yeah.
Does he really?
It was part of the
fappening.
The fappening.
It's frappening, ising it? Or fappening?
Yeah, the fappening.
Yeah. When it was that giant breach.
Yeah. It got everybody.
And now I'm blanking on her name, and she's from Brevard County too.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, the model.
Oh, is it
Kate Upton?
Kate Upton. That's right.
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
The girl who did the cat dance thing or whatever. Yeah.
So anyway, there was video of the two of them. Don't ask me how I know. Someone told me.
It's a Pog. She's a Pog.
Is she a Pog?
I think she's a Pog.
She's not a big girl, is she?
Yeah, she could be that way. And she used to be a Yankee fan until she hooked up with that cat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whack.
Right? Verlander. Hate that guy. Only because he's so awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say because you can't hit him.
Yeah, what a badass last name.
Yeah,
Verlander sounds like the only way to defeat him is if you decapitate him.
There can be only one.
You have to pour holy water on him?
Yeah. Verlander. That doesn't even sound like a real last name. It sounds like a nickname you give to an android.
It sounds like a castle you live in if you're Dracula.
Yeah.
Castle Verlander.
That's so good.
407 916-1041. After the I want to talk about this first because we're not going to be able to get to it because after this segment we have trivia, then Trenley and all these other guys. So BTS is in the news, and this is of course something I would usually never talk about. You guys, BTS, everybody aware?
Yeah, I know a couple of songs.
Yeah, be careful.
The South Korean. What do you think I was going to say? The Oriental group.
No. It's not that. It's their fans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. They'll get you.
What do they call them?
Passionate.
No, I know, but what? Because they shut down because they're the ones who fooled. They're the ones who got that guy Brad Parscale fired or whatever.
They go hard
from the Trump organization because he was the one. Their fans bought all the tickets to that rally, and then they showed up and nobody was there because they bought all the tickets and no showed.
Yeah, no, they are a powerful. That is arguably the strongest army on this planet.
Does what does BTS stand for?
Bachman Turner. No.
What does it stand for?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm genuinely asking.
Usually it stands for behind the scenes, but
I know. Yeah. It's gonna be boys something, right? It's gotta be boys something.
Boys.
It's gotta be boys something, right?
Jim. Nah, I think you should just try it yourself.
Oh, well, come on. Is it in South Korean or something?
I believe it stands for
what?
Bangtong.
Okay, that's enough.
Sony
So
on
it's
the Dong.
Korean. So
Also known as the Bangtan Boys.
Oh, the Bangtan Boys. Okay, very good. Very good. Well, they have something very interesting happening. They're going on hiatus until 2025.
Whoa.
Really?
So they're not going to make a record or tour until 2025. Why do you think that is? I mean,
military service.
Mandatory military service in South Korea. You have to have it done by the time you're 26 years old, right?
Uh-huh.
2 years of mandatory military in South Korea, which I'm a giant fan of, by the way.
Mandatory military service?
Yeah, I'm a giant fan of it.
Yeah.
It would change this country completely if everybody had to do 2 years of mandatory military service. It would be a godsend to the country, I believe. Anyway, with that said, the South Korean government gave them a special pass that said that you guys don't have to go until you're 30. In other words, do all your BTSing, get everything you need to do because it's good for the country to have a band this big, hit this hard globally. Obviously it's good for the country, but you still have to maintain, your responsibilities to the country because that's where you live. So the oldest one, I think his name is Jin, just turned 30. So the entire band, because this guy turned 30, and there's 7 of these guys, by the way, just turned 30, all the band's going to do all of their service at once. So for the next 2 years, BTS, one of the biggest groups on Earth, will be serving military service just like everybody else in South Korea.
And they'll come back stronger than ever. They couldn't keep Elvis down when he went into the army.
That's right. Some people, I just heard a thing the other day that said that killed him, though. That it really killed his career when he went into the army because after he came out of the army, he was a completely different entertainer.
Did you watch the Elvis movie?
With all those movies, I did not. Is that what they said?
Man, you're missing out on everything. These documentaries are a flying.
Is that confirmed, though? That's what happened? That after the military service, he was like kind of a different entertainer?
Well, he was, but it was really Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah,
according to the movie, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom killed him. Parker killed him because, he took all of his money.
Yeah.
Half of his money, or if not more at some point.
Yeah, and even when Elvis realized it, tried to get out, he manipulated it. He forced him to stay, and finally he just gave up. Elvis wanted to tour, and Colonel Tom Parker couldn't leave the country. He had an alias.
Yeah, he had an alias because he wasn't even from here, right? He wasn't even American.
So he couldn't leave the country, so we forced Elvis to stay here. He ended up doing satellite concerts, but... and only toured the States, but never toured internationally.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he forced him in all those terrible movies as well. And then, of course, enabled his drug problem, which didn't help him either.
Right.
That was a big problem.
Got to get on stage.
Now, and I got to tell you, I got to admit this to Jack, because Jack has talked me into something. I didn't realize this would happen.
I'm all about this.
I'm so excited.
So I do listen to quite a few podcasts now. I do have some ones that I love. You guys, I've told you about the David Spade, and
I listened to that today, and because of you, I'm listening to that one now.
And the Dana Carvey.
This is getting cute.
That's fly on the wall.
As terrible as they are at interviewing,
they are,
and they are awful. They do get some of the most interesting people, and to me, what makes
A-list,
and what makes it interesting to me because of the A-list thing is because they're so new at it. They may ask something that kind of goes sideways because you never know.
It's like you doing an interview.
Exactly. You never know what I would say. You never know what I would ask somebody.
You ever think of yourself like that kid in the yard?
No,
that kind of deal?
Yeah, the Stone Temple Pilots thing.
You did
so
that?
glad you can remember that. No, I'll tell you about it later. Somebody reminds me of it all the time. I asked Scott Weiland, who is the lead singer of the Stone Temple Pilots. This is probably 4 years into this. Maybe not even. Is if he looks at himself as Scott Weiland, the rock star, or as Scott Weiland, the kid that was playing in the sandbox. In other words, does he look at himself as a rock star, or look at himself as just the kid who grew up in a neighborhood who turned out to be a rock star?
Jim tried to give a deep question for it to be introspective, but when you do it in an environment where everyone else on the show is just waiting for a moment to rip you, it's hard to recover.
That would only last about 3 months, though.
Well,
I only got reminded about that every four calls. That only lasted for about 3 months.
And that was 25 years ago.
Yeah, 25 years ago. Yeah, it sticks with them. Catfish to this day sticks with them.
That's not a bad question.
No, it is. The way I asked it was terrible because
you did ask him if he was a child in a sandbox.
That simple question took about 4 minutes for me to get out. I had 6 sidebars, and I think we went to commercial during the first half of it. So it was a bit much.
Oh, God, no, it's a long ago.
But
This is where the podcast.
This is where this comes back, right?
Yeah.
So because Dana Carvey and David Spade are good friends with Lorne Michaels because they maintain a relationship. They just did a 2-part interview with Lorne Michaels, which was very interesting.
Yes.
And because of Lorne Michaels' relationship with this particular person, they had access to Paul McCartney. Now, of course, you have one of the Beatles on the line, and Dana Carvey is a massive musician. As much as he is a comedic actor or comedian, he is also a very talented musician. Plays percussion, piano, guitar, and I think a couple others. David Spade does nothing except talk about how much money other people have. But hearing those guys interview them and then talk about the documentary Get Back, I started thinking, maybe I should pay attention to the Beatles a little more. And I know that sounds stupid because they're such an impactful band, probably the greatest rock band that ever was. But either way, I wasn't a Beatles guy, and that happens in life, right? You're either a Beatles Stones guy, you like the Beach Boys, or you like somebody else or whatever, maybe the Beatles there as well. And I just never really got into the Beatles. I don't know why. Maybe it was because everybody else liked them so much, and I just wanted to be different or whatever.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it does happen. It happens to me a lot because I just don't want to follow the rule a little bit. But man, I got to tell you, I think I'm gonna watch Get Back because now I'm painfully interested in the story of the Beatles.
Yeah.
Because he revealed a couple things about the Beatles that I heard incorrectly back in the day, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. I don't want to watch two guys just fight all the time. But that wasn't their relationship at all. But I think it was kind of formed that way in rock media or in entertainment media that they didn't like each other much because of the Yoko thing. That was a very small part of it at the end.
And the whole Get Back sessions, what is so amazing about it is because that became the belief, even Paul McCartney believed it.
Right.
Right?
Oh, yeah, because he would, yes.
Because when Peter Jackson was approaching him, he just remembered because they made the movie at the time, and at the time, because when they were chopping it up, it was at the time of the breakup. So, of course, the feelings were not at their best. And so that kind of got the indelible stamp on that recording session. But as Peter Jackson found out when he got all the footage, he's like, no, there's really some beautiful moments here.
Matter of fact, Paul talked to Peter and said that.
Yeah.
He's like you're saying, he goes, man, I want to do this, but I just don't feel it. He goes, and Peter Jackson said, Paul, it's not like that at all. Like, it's not like that at all. You got to check it out. It really is different. And to hear Paul McCartney say this, of all the things that I've understood and accomplished in my life, having the luxury of looking back and seeing a lot of the most creative points in my life documented, because a lot of that stuff they don't remember. We look at it as, from the outside in, we look at it as unbelievable artists creating songs that will last for generations. But at the time, they were just two kids writing songs. Yeah. I mean, they didn't understand the impact of that. And a lot of them didn't really care about it past the day that they wrote it because it was just a song they wrote that went on the album. But to hear them talk about it in that sense that he was lucky to be able to go back and see a lot of that so he could actually kind of relive it and go through the emotions he was experiencing while writing that particular song or whatever was just unbelievably interesting. To me, I've only seen one of these. It's the Eagles. Mm-hmm. The one about the Eagles, which was...
Oh, History of the Eagles, that 2-part documentary.
Fascinating.
Loved it. Yeah.
Fascinating because what you find out is you stop caring about the music. And what you really start caring about is the story. Like, that's the interesting thing. Like, the story of the Eagles is amazing. The story of the Beatles is amazing. So, to watch these things that had such an impact in my life when I was a kid is going to be cool. And I actually can't wait to watch it. Maybe I'll become more of a Beatles fan. I actually listened to about 40 minutes of a best of mix the other day, and I was like, oh, this is why. These songs are absolutely magnetic. There's something, even though it's 4 instruments, they're doing something different there. And it's impossible to put your finger on, but it's different. It's like drinking good wine, by the way. When you drink good wine and it hits your palate, you go, oh, Jesus, that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's different. Yeah. It's electric in your mouth.
It's just really neat because it's like with the Get Back sessions, you're in the room, and it's just quality. And Peter Jackson did a great job of restoring it. So you just feel like it could be happening now, and you're just witnessing it. And it was just really fun to watch how they kind of worked off each other, goof around, and just start playing old songs, some of their old songs in funny voices, or just old, other people's songs where they riff off of each other and then they come up with the next thing.
It was really as a person. Again, I hate saying this kind of stuff because it sounds so pretentious, but as people who work in the industry of creativity, the idea is to be creative, entertaining, intriguing, or whatever. Hearing them talk about that idea and saying how important it is to step away from stuff while you're doing it. Like if you're doing a video or something, Ross, or to step away from it and be ridiculous for a little while. That's the part I thought was so endearing, is how the band was like really ridiculous around each other all the time. And they would always like crack jokes, and it was always really lighthearted most of the time. But the idea that the Beatles were constantly at each other's throats, or specifically with John and Paul, it just isn't true. Well, and you get to learn about that. I just found that amazing, man. I love stories like that.
I want to, what about our story? We're basically...
You mean this show? We've only been on the air 3 years.
Yeah.
We'll bring in a camera and start documenting
But what's going to be the story, 10 years from now?
That's a great point. Maybe
what
we should...
what are we going to look like?
You know what the funny
Am
thing
I going
is?
to have a beard?
Hey, you ready for this?
Please tell me I have a beard.
We do have a recording of that. Like, we put every show that we put on the air for 3 years is on Facebook. Every one of them. Every minute that we've ever broadcast, I think almost from the onset of this thing, is living in perpetuity on Facebook.
But the Diamonds are always in the studio during the commercial breaks.
Oh, yeah,
that's
right.
Well, I mean, I think part of the story is us kind of revealing to Jim that we haven't broadcast on Facebook in a very long time.
The Jim, what do you mean?
You're the Jim.
What? But I talk all day. What are you talking about?
But I'm saying that we're not on Facebook.
I know, but we decided to take that down. Oh, but it's on YouTube though.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
See, look at that.
You playing semantics?
Another chapter.
Oh God, get out of here.
Another chapter, another page in the story.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I wouldn't want cameras. I'm already nervous about the ones that are in here now. Like, this is not my. Yeah, the video thing is not my thing. That is something the company makes us do. Because
we can see.
If it was up for me, I would definitely not have these in here. Deb wouldn't either. There's something intriguing about this format that's made it like this for a while. Why it's not on video.
Well, I mean, there's still the vast majority of the people listening to this right now aren't watching
they're not
on
watching
video.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Some people.
How many are watching right now? A few hundred? Couple hundred?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Is there a band documentary for your favorite band? What's that band called?
Daft Punk?
Yeah.
There is not a documentary on like their whole story, but there is a documentary about one of their performances that is looked at as like one of the greatest live performances ever in Coachella's history. I think it was Coachella.
Is Get Back the greatest of the band documentaries? Is that considered one of the best? I mean, I don't know. How many bands have these?
There is it's a documentary, but it's more of a concert film called The Last Waltz, and it's about the band. And
Robbie Robertson or whatever.
Yes,
yeah.
and their final performance, directed by Martin Scorsese.
Oh, wow, really?
So with interviews in between, but so many different celebrities singing in it as well. You had, Neil Diamond, Dr. Hook, Joni Mitchell.
That's cool.
And so many others. It was just,
Zeppelin did The Song Remains the Same, right?
Yeah.
That was and that was kind of a weird thing because they actually tried to make a movie. If you remember, each band member picked like a scenario that they lived in, and then they mixed in concert footage. And I think like one of them was like a knight, like a Templar knight, and the other one was like a gardener. It was really odd, very odd.
Sounds sick, though.
I think Jimmy Page lived in some castle and he was some sorcerer or something.
Were any drugs involved?
Just from the beginning, though.
For Jimmy, you definitely.
All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up. We'll do trivia next.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Now, your tramp stamp, was that a flash? It's not a tramp stamp. It is a tribal back tattoo.
Where is it?
It's a lower tribal back tattoo.
Is that where the tribe had requested you put?
Yeah.
The news junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
Bills-Chiefs was the marquee matchup heading into the weekend, and once again it lived up to the hype. Mahomes and Allen gave us yet another heavyweight fight, landing blows each until Buffalo landed a knockout punch. It's easy to root for two-star quarterbacks who are fully committed. As we saw with Brady and Manning, Mahomes and Allen are the best of the best and in their prime. Bills-Chiefs is the best new rivalry in sports. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Staples offers tech solutions and accessories for learners, small businesses, and remote workers, too. Right now, Apple AirPods Pro are only $199. You save $50. Offer ends 10/22 while supplies last. Limit 2. Explore the latest tech solutions at Staples, the working and learning store.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
We're very happy with Fence Outlet. They walked us through the entire process and gave us great information and advice. They went way above and beyond for us, and our fence looks amazing.
Get your quote today at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Here's a top move for hiring a divorce attorney. See how they look and handle themselves on video or audio. Chances are that's them at their best, with editing, setup, and multiple takes. The courtroom is live. Mediation is live. Make sure your divorce lawyer is going to make you look good. At Trenley Kramer Law, we handle family law and divorce. TK Law, one firm for life.
Every Monday is 2 for $20 Mondays at Tijuana Flats. Get 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20 for a limited time. Choose from your Tex-Mex favorites like Dos Tacos, burritos, and more. 2 entrees, 2 drinks, and an appetizer for just $20 every Monday, only at Tijuana Flats.
You need more than fast internet. You need ultra-fast Xfinity internet that checks all the boxes. Ultra-fast internet that's strong enough to power a house full of devices? Check. Ultra-fast internet that's also reliable? Check. Whew. Ultra-fast internet with unlimited data included so you can do more of what you love online? With smarter network security? All starting at way less than you think? Check, check, check. That's internet that checks all the boxes. That's Xfinity. Get an amazing value on Xfinity internet with unlimited data included. Switch for $55 a month for 12 months. There's no annual contract required, so it's risk-free. And there are no equipment fees. Plus, activate advanced security free with the XFi Gateway. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. New fast internet customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
With Checkers Mix and Match, you can have any too. From the Checker Burger, spicy chicken sandwich, crispy fish sandwich, or chili dog for just $4. That's 10 different ways to 2 for $4. Want to hear them all? You can do Checker Burger spicy chicken, or spicy chicken crispy fish, or chili dog crispy fish, or spicy chicken chili dog, or crispy fish Checker Burger, or Checker Burger chili dog, or Checker Burger, or spicy chicken, or crispy fish, or chili dog. Whew, that's a lot to choose from. And you can make it a meal with a small fry and drink for $3 more. Checkers Mix and Match. You've earned.
This is Monster Jam, the official Monster Truck Series. Witness the world's best drivers competing in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Be part of the action.
Let's hear it! Make some noise!
Brought to you by Circle K and your local Ford dealers. Get your $5 savings coupon from participating Ford dealers. Restrictions may apply. See savings coupon for details. Coming to Camping World Stadium October 29th. Visit monsterjam.com for details.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it!
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. It's literally all we've done for 15 years. Whether you need to feed a meeting or the whole company, we're here to make sure the food is professionally delivered, on time, as ordered, and all within your budget. No wonder we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. Food for work is what we do, and no one knows it better. Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. It's our thing.
If you're not a member of the new Dunkin' Rewards program yet, you're really missing out. On free Dunkin', that is. Join today to start saving and stacking up your points to use on your favorite Dunkin'. Plus, get this. Now through October 31st, get a free breakfast sandwich with a purchase of any medium or larger beverage. I repeat, a free breakfast sandwich. Not a member? Download the Dunkin' app and join Dunkin' Rewards today. Save them, stack them, use them how you want. America runs on Dunkin'. Limit 1 per member, cannot be combined with any other offers. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
It's one thing to maintain your business and another to grow it, especially these days. If you're listening to me wondering what else you can try, you're not alone. The conversation that we're having right now, you and me, that's the kind of trusted conversation we at iHeart want to help you have with your future customers. And as America's #1 audio company across radio, podcasting, digital radio, and social, your next customers are listening to us. See how we can help you grow your business at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. We will have another keyword for you coming up in about 15 minutes. Money is still available if you want to slide over to realradio.fm. You got about 2.5 minutes or so before that shuts down.
Little longer. I think it's like 55.
Oh, is it really?
Is when the window closes.
I thought it was 50 for some reason.
Yeah.
All right, a few minutes in, and it's money. Realradio.fm. It'll tell you exactly how to do it. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are here. Deb will be back with us tomorrow. Ross, what's in the sauce jar, buddy?
All aboard!
Chugga chugga! Choo choo!
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Guys, Jack, it's like you knew or something.
What did I know, Ross?
Because I have a pair of tickets to see this song live.
Are you serious?
I have a pair of tickets to see the Gorillas. This show is going down this Friday, October 21st.
Really?
At the Amway Center.
Are they that big? Who's playing with them?
They're massive. They're internationally massive.
Wow. I mean, I knew they were big, but I didn't think they would be an arena act.
You know, I'll agree with you to a certain extent, but I do know that they are huge.
Yeah.
And that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by Cento Moving and Storage. If you are about to move, what are you doing not calling Cento Moving and Storage? That's CENTO Moving and Storage. And by the way, if you go ahead and tell them that you found out about them from us, the Jim Colbert Show,
That's us.
Guess what?
What?
They give you a discount. Bang! Like we're in the NBA playoffs. Bang! And that is your sauce jar. Back to you, Bucket of Bones, Jim.
All right, who do we have first today, buddy?
Let's welcome John.
John, right there on line 2. John, how are you, friend?
Biblical.
John, how you doing, buddy?
Great. How are you doing?
Good. Would you like to play a little game with us?
I would love to.
Let's do it.
Game show.
All right, John, this is a really easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of them is a lie. If you can find it, off to the sauce jar you go and see the Gorillas. How cool is that?
That would be wild.
All right, here we go. On this day in 1933, scientist and mathematician Albert Einstein arrives in the U.S. as a Nazi refugee. Here are 3 fun facts about Albert Einstein and 1 relative lie. Number 1.
I see what you did there.
Einstein loved sailing, but he was terrible at it. He was regularly rescued after flipping his boat. Number 2. Einstein didn't speak until the age of 3. Number 3. Einstein never wore socks. He hated them.
Nice.
Or lastly, Einstein never cut or styled his hair because of furunculosis, a disease that causes severe scalp tenderness. Which one of those is a lie?
I'm going to go with the very first one.
No, that's absolutely true. Einstein was an absolute lover of sailing, but he was really bad at it and used to flip his boat over regularly, which would have to call people to go and rescue his smart ass. Yeah.
That's very funny.
There you go. Who's next, brother?
First time we've ever had this individual on. Let's welcome Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, how you doing, buddy?
It's biblical.
Hey, I'm doing great, Jen.
It's biblical. It is biblical, buddy. All right, here we go. We're talking about Albert Einstein. He arrived here in 1933 on this day. Number 1, Einstein didn't speak until the age of 3. Number 2, Einstein never wore socks. He actually hated them. Or lastly, Einstein never cut or styled his hair because of a furunculosis, a disease that causes severe scalp tenderness.
I'm going to go with the last one, Jim.
Yeah, that's the one, buddy. You win.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can't let him celebrate because I've fumbled the word.
Furunculosis.
It's furunculosis is the word. Furunculosis. That is a disease of scalp tenderness, but he did not have that. Why did his hair look like that, Jack? The truth.
Because he used to lick electric sockets.
That's funny. No, not the answer. It's simpler than that.
He would mess around with sexy robots.
No, he simply hated haircuts. That's it.
Yeah.
He just hated haircuts.
Waste of time.
Never. You probably looked at it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, voluntarily worked more than any human being ever. Yeah, it is true. He did not speak until the age of 3, which is really odd, by the way.
Is that? Yeah, I'm assuming is that late?
Oh, yeah, it's late, buddy. I mean, you're making noise at 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be like Mr. Holland's Opus.
Yeah, you're
kid.
doing the Dada Mama thing at like 1.5. You know, in that area there. Usually, if you're not speaking before 3, you're being tested for autism.
Oh God.
Yeah, there you go. He hated socks. He never wore them. A couple other things you may not know about Einstein before we find out. What?
I know. I just kind of remembered how I was not good at speaking when I was a small child.
Yeah,
and
but I mean, not saying a word until you're 3 is way different than not being good at it.
Well, no, all I said was the word no for years.
Yeah.
And to the point where my mom nicknamed me Dr. No.
Oh, that's so funny.
And that's the closest I've ever been to being a doctor.
A couple other things you may not know about Albert Einstein before we get to Ross Thoughts. We going anywhere on Ross Thoughts today? Or we?
I think we might. I don't know. We'll find out.
His teacher said that he was a terrible student and would not have recommended him for any employment.
Lovely. That's his German teacher, right?
Yeah. He was very forgetful, often leaving his suitcase when leaving for a trip. He would constantly leave his keys or his suitcase, walk out the door on a trip, and walk out without his bag.
These everyday things I cannot be bothered with. I have other things on my mind.
He loved music. I mean, loved music. Was actually a pretty darn good violinist. And matter of fact, said that if his world wouldn't have led him to math and science, he probably would have tried to be a musician. And then lastly here, he had a child that died of an inner ear infection at 1 year old. He had an illegitimate child from a woman he wound up marrying, and they had a baby, and the baby did not make it. So there you go. Albert Einstein. Really interesting guy, by the way. I was hoping he was tall because I would think that everybody believes that Albert Einstein's probably like 5'5".
Yeah.
And I was going to say he was like 6'1" because how weird is that for some reason?
That was going to be your lie?
Yeah, that was going to be the lie. I just think it would be too obvious, but they would have talked about that, right? If Einstein would have been like 6 feet tall, it would have been mentioned, right?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody pictures Einstein to be like 6 feet tall. You always picture these people to be
I think
short.
a little hunched, too.
Did you guys know that Bill Murray was 6'1"?
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know that. You wouldn't picture Bill Murray because of his personality of being a guy that's big, but he and Chevy Chase aren't that far apart when you watch them stand together. Chevy's like 6'3", and Bill's like 6'1.5", 6'2", or somewhere in that world.
How tall is Einstein? Did I miss that?
5'7".
Okay.
Yeah, I was just wanting that to be the lie. I was hoping he was a little, abnormal one way or the other so I could make it up, but I chose a word I couldn't pronounce instead, which is a brilliant move. Yeah. Speaking of brilliant moves, what's coming up for thoughts?
Let me just check my jackpot. My jack pocket.
Your jackpot?
I wanted to say jacket pocket, but I said jack pocket. Thanks.
That could still be true, though.
Yeah. I've got.
If you got a hole in the bottom of one of your pockets, it could be a jack pocket.
I have a couple of tickets for you guys. VIP.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
To what?
The Monday Lounge.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to go back down to the Monday Lounge?
Is there a cover?
Oh, trust me. You know what the cover is?
What?
Suede. And this is wedding week, so we are gonna spend the night at the Monday Lounge.
You're gonna hide out. I love the fact that you're not letting anybody in if they're not wearing suede. That's my favorite thing so far.
I love it.
All right, back in a sec with the Monday Lounge.
Same address on another social platform. At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash? Contact Clausman Law at clausmanlaw.com.
Still looking at a stop-and-go ride heading south on the turnpike between 417 and US 192. Westbound I-4 also heavy between Sand Lake Road and Osceola Parkway, as well as between Osceola Parkway to Osceola Polkline Road. Heavy traffic eastbound too between US 192 and 535. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa Club Sandwiches. Wawa Clubs are the club of clubs. Try the Turkey BLT Club or the new Italian Club, because at Wawa, there's a club for everyone. Find yours today. Gotta have a Wawa.
Introducing Spectrum One. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits per second, advanced Wi-Fi with best-in-class security and privacy, Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data plus nationwide 5G. Get it all with Spectrum One. Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for only $49.99 a month. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store today. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to dissipate heat and reduce friction and wear. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $33.99. Try Syntec today, exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You've got a beautiful life and big goals you still want to achieve. Help protect them with USAA's Level Term Life Insurance. It's coverage designed with big dreams in mind. Did you know life insurance can help your loved ones cover the cost of mortgage or bills, replace income, or even help with college costs if your earnings were no longer in the picture? That means you could all keep dreaming uninterrupted even if the unexpected happens, because USAA's budget-friendly life policy has you covered. USAA will be your partner through the entire process of selecting and setting up your policy. Learn how it works and how to pick the right coverage to protect your loved ones today. Visit USAA.com/keepdreaming to get started. Level Term 5, Form ICC 2099555-01-20. May vary by state. Life insurance provided by USAA Life Insurance Company, San Antonio, Texas. All life insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
Ram trucks are built to serve, and so is your local Florida Ram dealer, where right now we're offering $1,000 Florida Recovery Bonus cash allowance to owners of vehicles damaged by Hurricane Ian. Visit your local Ram dealer or go to ram.com and take advantage of $1,000 Florida Recovery Bonus cash allowance, now available on most 2022 Ram trucks. Excludes Ram 1500 TRX. Must present a copy of insurance claim form to be eligible and reside in specific counties impacted by the storm. Residency restrictions apply. Order or take retail delivery by 11/30/22.
If you're a State Farm customer affected by the recent hurricane and need to submit a claim, go to statefarm.com, call 1-800-SF-CLAIM, download the State Farm mobile app, or contact your local State Farm agent. With one of the industry's largest catastrophe response teams, State Farm and your agent are ready to help. Go to statefarm.com to start your claim. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and this is my client, Will.
I saw a car accident. There was another incoming vehicle and hit me pretty good. This was in the middle of the night, and I was able to get a hold of someone. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
So sorry the food is late.
You should order through EasyCater. Professionally delivered on time and as ordered.
Totally would, but the E is broken on my keyboard.
Just get IT to fix it.
Totally would. Can't type the word help.
Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. That's our thing.
Doug. Hey, listener. Welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it!
There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's Doug, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Be a sub above.
There are some financial institutions who care more about helping you reach your goals, so they offer solutions and tools to make something that seems impossible become a reality. Fairwinds. Visit fairwinds.org.
Can health insurance help end the opioid crisis? It can. Florida Blue is working with our partners to cut overdoses in half by 2024. What else can health insurance do? Find out at floridablue.com. Florida Blue, your local Blue Cross Blue Shield. Florida Blue is a trading of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida, Inc.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. What was the 6 o'clock keyword, Jackson? I didn't get it, buddy.
Oh, buddy, all we want is for everyone to go to realradio.fm where they can enter the keyword, and that is how you are going to get your shot at $1,000, and the keyword is...
You want a drum roll?
Don't know. It's not even there now.
Oh, okay. I was trying to...
Yeah, I know.
All right, we'll figure it out in a minute. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
Up or up.
It's funny.
Come on down, too.
Sometimes. It's Ross.
Electric Avenue.
Spelled like sauce.
Let's get it.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Welcome to the Monday Lounge. I was just wondering, Jim, I was wondering.
Would you like me to... Now that I've already done this once today, is there a...
Yeah, there's a second clapper.
Okay.
It's just 3 claps now for the lounge music.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shivers down your spine. Like
dog, I love this.
Like your third base in a battery.
I got to start remembering to bring some brandy on Mondays, because it seems like I should be having a brandy with this.
Brandy and a fake rich person laugh.
Sip.
Welcome to the Monday Lounge. If this is your first time at the Monday Lounge, let me just let you know what we do here. We open up, we become humans, Homo sapiens, and we share our blues away. Our Monday blues will be no more after the Monday Lounge. It's a positive, ooh, ow, time at the throughout negativity at the Monday Lounge.
That's right, no power here.
Do you guys want a drink? Monday Lounge special.
Oh, what is that?
It's a CGI. Sorry, so much Monday Lounge happening right now. It's a CGI Arnold Palmer.
A CGI Arnold Palmer?
Yeah.
What's that consist of?
It consists of you seeing an animated short film and getting a tug job from a guy named Arnold. You guys down? I've had 3 of them this morning. Shout out to Shrek 1, 2, 3, and forever after. Monday Lounge is brought to you by Fur Coats.
I'm gonna pass on the signature drink, buddy, but tell me more about these fur coats.
So, who wants to go first? I will. Monday Lounge, marriage planning. This is supposed to be fun, right?
How can you complain about it? You've not done anything.
I've done a couple of things. You know,
it's kind of hard to complain about something you haven't really.
If I'm being for real, yeah. Here at the Monday Lounge,
like a guy with 10 DUIs complaining about the speed limit,
which is required. You know, it's required to be honest at the Monday Lounge.
Like BTS.
I feel like, and hear me out here, gentlemen. I feel like having the female do a lot of work is a great appetizer for pregnancy. See what I'm saying? Like, I have to be there.
So you're saying that the extra work that your fiance has done to prepare the two of you for your marriage is a gift to her because it's proving, it's showing her what child carrying a kid is going to be like.
What I'm saying is that it not for her, but for me.
Okay.
She has all this massive responsibility that I have little to no say in. So I just have to be there and support and hold her hand and tell her,
You got to remember three things when you're going to marry. You ready?
All right, give me one.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, baby, that's really nice. I think that's going to be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I love this cake. Coconut almond?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's a great appetizer for when your significant other becomes pregnant.
I can't believe...
It's not. I'm not saying it's the same.
Yeah,
obviously,
picking out a cake is certainly a lot like raising a child.
I haven't experienced that, but there's a whole bunch of me just going like, you know what? I just got to be there for her, and I will be there for her. That's what I'm signing myself up for on Saturday.
Oh, very nice. So that means like you will not play golf the day that your child is born?
Hold on a second.
Don't make any promises.
Here, flag on the field.
Taking it back to Mad Men days. I'll be at the bar with a whiskey if you need me.
You know what's one thing at the Monday Lounge and wedding edition has really opened up my eyes to?
What's that, Bob?
We all owe Jack an apology.
Me?
Yeah,
What
you.
for?
Look at me deep in my eyes.
Uh-huh.
Deeper.
Real deep.
Deepest.
Yes.
Ow!
Ooh.
Too deep.
Okay.
We, Jim, Deb, and I owe you an apology. Because now, planning a wedding, it has opened up my eyes to how important a responded email just helps so much.
Uh-huh.
Emails that don't... I used to have a 3-day leniency when it comes to emails. 4 days, a week. And now I'm at the point, week of, you have 45 minutes, or else I'm snapping my computer screen in half.
You're not returning her email if that's what's happening?
When we email vendors, I get real like, okay, now and there's been times here, Jim, that I've just stared at my computer screen waiting for the response.
Trying to will it to come?
Yeah. Borderline praying.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, Jack. That's a good Monday Blue for you.
Yeah.
And we can get better on that.
Thanks.
Very good.
I don't know if we will.
Are you
but we should know that we should be aware.
Are you guys paid clean? Everything good?
Oh.
Oh.
That's not a number or an answer. That was a noise.
What?
I think that gives you your answer, though.
Have you paid everything clean? Is everything paid for?
See?
Yeah, it's just another noise, really.
You know what's really hard?
There's information.
It's really hard to... You know what's really hard when it comes to this wedding? Is knowing that this Saturday is going to cost about 18 of my cars.
Okay. 18 of your cars. So like $2,100?
I'm $32. This thing is really creeped up on how expensive it is.
That's a down payment on a rental property.
That's what I keep thinking. That's what keeps hurting. But the good news is that we have found out that we are capable of saving a solid amount of money, and it has inspired us for the next year.
In a short period of time.
And quite a short period of time.
A year and a half.
But
Hashtag roommates.
But hey, shout out to the roommates and shout out to the crazy amount of ice sandwiches I've been eating these last couple of months.
Fillers. Those will
great.
Right up.
You guys ever have cold wet bread for breakfast, lunch, and dessert?
Only daily. First thing I do when I wake up in the morning is break up some bread and throw it in a bowl of ice. And then wait an hour so I can have some breakfast.
Another Monday Blue that's really making my ass break out in acne, if you will.
Yeah, got that.
I have no idea what to give my soon-to-be bride for a wedding gift. Oh, no, he said it.
No, you don't give your bride a wedding gift.
Oh, you just stumbled into a mud pie.
No, you don't do that. You don't give your bride. You are the wedding gift. You wrap yourself up in a bow and give it to her that night.
Where am I putting the bow?
You know.
All right.
Around your throat.
Oh. Never mind.
No, seriously, you don't give her a wedding gift. The bride does not. It's her whole day. Why would you need a gift as well?
Can you represent me in court?
Yes. I will gladly do that. I will tell. Is she expecting something?
She's getting me something. I'm getting her something.
That's very bizarre.
That is bizarre. That's what I've been saying.
Really. What's the price limit on that?
You know, it's funny. I've been saying that, and it has not been going well.
Not been sinking in, huh?
Not really.
What's the price limit? Did you guys set something like that?
I believe her gift to me is roughly. She gave me a ballpark $200, and I'm like, uh-oh, yikes.
Would you even know what to get her? I mean, you're easy.
I'm an easy guy.
You're an easy guy to buy for her. She would be a difficult person to buy for.
What do I buy her? Hibiscus plants?
No, jewelry.
Jewelry.
Something jewelry. Dude.
Yeah,
No. Golf balls.
How about a picture of you
playing golf?
A picture of me naked with my driver.
I got it. I nailed it.
Feed me.
Like 4 of the Monday Lounge drinks.
Yeah, she's gonna like Arnold. Also,
get her a Jack Pocket.
Also, last Monday, Blue really cutting it close on one of my orders for the wedding. Might not make it, and I don't care anymore because there's so many other things to care about. Groomsmen gifts.
You've already done that, though, I thought.
Yeah, but they're not going to be done in time.
Oh, no. No. I can't believe that. Even with all the money you spend at that place, they can't get it done for you?
Central Florida just found out along with my fiance. And then traditionally, from what I've been told, is that here at the Monday Lounge, I get push notifications that let me know that the gift that you give your groomsmen is also supposed to be worn during the wedding.
I don't know if that's...
Look, this whole wedding gift thing for me from the bride and the groom is alien. So the fact that they're supposed to wear the gifts to the thing is, I don't know that either.
That's new to me.
Yeah, what if it was like a cigar holder? They're supposed to put that in their pocket for the wedding? Get out of here.
Yeah. God, I love you guys. I needed this.
Somebody just texted in all caps, you absolutely give a wedding gift. I did not give my wife a wedding gift.
Well, you went 0 for 1.
Yeah.
Look at that. What would you have gotten her?
Probably a Jack Pocket.
I know a guy named Arnold that can help out with that. Listen, what I'm trying to say is that my body is breaking out in hives.
Is that what that is?
I
just thought that was your skin tone.
No, it's my new skin tone.
It's
called
Braille.
Ouch, red. Yeah, it's Braille. What's his skin tone? Where's he from? I don't know.
That's good.
But people are blind.
You color that with the dog rash crayon.
If you are about to get married, if you're thinking about proposing, my best piece of advice right now is to buy ointment for the hives.
Okay, that's what she probably got you that. $200 worth of ointment for your thighs.
Just
of Lotrimin.
A bathtub of Lotrimin.
A caulk gun full of Lotrimin. That's what she got you.
And those are your Ross thoughts. I cannot wait for this wedding.
You should counter with Vagisil.
An eye for an eye. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
Very good. 407-916-1041. I'm sure he's happy, but Ray Trindley's coming up next.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
Still looking at a stop-and-go ride heading south on the turnpike between 417 and US 192. Westbound I-4 also heavy between Sand Lake Road and Osceola Parkway, as well as between Osceola Parkway to Osceola Polkline Road. Heavy traffic eastbound too between US 192 and 535. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Audible. This fall, find everything you love listening to on Audible. From memoirs and true crime to celebrities and sci-fi. Audible is the home of storytelling. Audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Man, when it comes to your bathroom, everybody knows you want it to shine, specifically during the holidays, man. You know, I know a lot of people out there who have terrible gas bathrooms. They're just absolutely torn apart. They don't look good. They're old. They're rotten. They don't smell good. You've dealt with it for so many years, and you don't want to do anything because you know it's going to cost money and take forever. Let me stop you in your tracks right there. That is one of the many reasons I endorse Rebath of Mid-Florida, because it's not that. It's not a stereotypical contractor experience. You hire these guys and you're done. That's it. They handle everything from that point on. One contact person. How good does that sound? The same team in your house every day until the job is done, and a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. You can't find that anywhere. Not to mention, these products are unbelievable, gorgeous, and virtually indestructible. You could come up with any idea, and these guys can put it together. And if you don't have ideas, they have a design team that can work hand in hand with you to create the bathroom of your dreams. Natural stone, travertine, and marble, all ready to go. And they do everything, because once you hire Rebath, you're done. Toilet, tub, tile, lighting, plumbing, it's all included. Hop on their website at rebathmidfla.com. Check out the before and afters, and then book your appointment. Your new bathroom's right there in Altamont at rebathmidfla.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Dreaming about your new kitchen but don't think it's affordable? At 5daycabinets.com, it only takes 5 minutes to find out. Simply log on to 5daycabinets.com and select our new quick quote option. Simply answer a couple questions, then upload some pictures of your existing kitchen, and that's all it takes. Now, with 5daycabinets.com, your new kitchen is more affordable than you might think. Yep, looks like it's time for your new kitchen from 5daycabinets.com. Mention Real Radio and receive 5% off your cabinet order now through August 31st.
We love entertaining outdoors, but
This year, our outdoor living lifestyle has changed, and it all started with a free consultation from S&W Kitchens.
S&W Kitchens gave us an outdoor living space where we can host dinners all the time. Their designers let us customize our needs and style. And now, well, we love to entertain even if it's just family for dinner. Plus, the kids love it after school.
Visit SNWKitchens.com now for a free design consultation with our award-winning designers. That's SNWKitchens.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, "Best product I've ever used," and "Amazing, I love my Navage." Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
This is Monster Jam!
The official Monster Truck Series. Witness the world's best drivers competing in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Be part of the action.
Let's hear it! Make some noise!
Brought to you by BKT Tires and Morgan & Morgan. Visit MorganMonsterJam.com for your $20 ticket from Morgan & Morgan. Visit website for restrictions and details. Coming to Camping World Stadium October 29th.
This is Steve Kramer. Let me tell you a business secret. There are sketch companies out there selling awards. Make sure the awards earned by your lawyer are from respected organizations. At Trenley Kramer Law, our lawyers have been recognized by Orlando Magazine Best Lawyers, Florida Trend Legal Elite, Super Lawyers, and listed in U.S. News as a best law firm for years. We've earned the awards that can't be bought. Trenley Kramer, TK Law, one firm for life.com.
Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Visit nationstrucks.com and make no payments until February 2023 with approved credit, and get $500 in free gas or diesel fuel with any truck purchase. Ford,
Chevy, Dodge Ram, and GMC. Find them all at Nations Trucks, the world's largest independent truck dealer.
I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we got Jose $210,000.
I had an accident where I was rear-ended. They tried to lowball me, and DeWitt, they stepped up and went after them and won. If you're going to go, just call Mo.
Prospective client may not obtain same or similar results.
Newt Gingrich here, and I'd like to invite you to listen to my podcast, Newt's World. Most people know me as the former Speaker of the House, but I'm also a historian with a wide range of interests. I enjoy talking with experts in their field and the most interesting people across a variety of subjects. I release 4 episodes of Newt's World every week with an effort to excite the imagination of our audience, and hopefully you'll learn something new each time you listen. Listen and subscribe for free to Newt's World on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Gators, ghosts, and goblins, only at Gatorland.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. You can always text us at 77031. Your 6 o'clock keyword is win, W-I-N. Just go to realradio.fm. They'll show you how to send that away, and then you could possibly win $1,000. Again, your 6 o'clock keyword is win. Good luck. We hope you do win that money. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack is here, and so is Ross. And every single Monday around this time, we invite our good friends from TK Law to drop by. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices up in Altamont Springs. You guys give it up for our buddy Ray Trinley.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, man. He's so nicely dressed.
Thanks, buddy. I actually had a compliment for you today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, this is a good one.
Okay.
I think you're doing it all right, bud.
I'm doing it all right.
Yeah, you're doing it all right.
The wedding thing?
With the wedding, very few men that I know, the week before their wedding, they go out, do some golfing.
Oh, yeah.
Watch some sports. No, here's why I think he's doing it right. You're real to yourself, man. That's what you need to be. If you're going to be in a relationship, you got to be clear, set clear expectations. And I have no doubt that your fiance knows that below golf and below soccer and football and I don't know what other things you did this
Smoking
weekend.
Cigars and hanging out
with the boys.
So many high
She's
hands.
right there.
Yeah,
Just
she's
all
right
of
there.
those things. And I love that.
Hey, on the list of priorities, if you're a solid 6 as a fiance, I think you're doing well.
Woo! So my wife,
I mean, especially when you're sacrificing, giving it up to, such a great looking guy.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. The hair, so wispy and beautiful in the wind.
Smile like smile like an oyster tied at low bed.
The good thing is he's got a good sense of humor. So that's a plus.
It makes me really happy to know that I have all 3 of you guys in my corner.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. You don't need Teddy Atlas with us here.
No, well, and so I tell my wife's friends this story because most people, I wonder how my wife decided to marry me. And I said, I set a really good example of what not to do as a prospective spouse. When my wife and I first started dating, I was working 80 hours a week. I was working for a moving company, so I was going all over the state and working for a moving company.
Just ripping those lats.
Full-time student, right? And then I had a little side gig where I was doing block work for a construction company.
Oh, yeah.
And so my wife saw me maybe 8 hours a week when we first started dating.
Oh, man.
And then law school happened.
Wedding of her dreams.
That's right. Law school happened. And I said, babe, it's going to be better. I'm going to see you more often. Maybe 12 hours a week, 14 hours a week. And now I'm a lawyer who loves what I do. And so we were out at dinner with some of her girlfriends last week and their husbands. And we were telling stories. And my youngest son is just turned 3. I say he was 2, but he just turned 3. And he has an occasion to sometimes get a stinky diaper and just take it off and start,
my goodness. No.
And so my wife will message me and say, hey, I need you to come home. And I unfortunately have to message her and say, babe, I got to work late tonight. But I set the expectations so early on that, it just seems normal.
Yeah, everything's fine.
That's right. So anyway,
I think it's gonna work.
You're gonna have a good marriage.
And speaking of this, let him tell you, when you have the kids, the magic just begins from the onset. Like this weekend when he took a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old boy to Gatorland.
Oh my goodness, it was such a good time.
How many calories did you burn that day?
I started off by keep your fingers out of the fence, because I was
right. Yeah,
if I brought the kids home with missing a finger, I would get in trouble.
All right.
At the end of it, I said, "Hey, you guys want to go for a swim?"
I think your head will fit through there.
That's right. That's right. No, but it was such a good time. But you know what? The kids make life interesting. It keeps you on your toes.
Right. Yeah.
And I certainly burned a ton of calories.
Yeah. God Almighty, man.
I've heard having a child is essentially re-experiencing life all over again.
I could see that to be true, yeah.
In the sense of, the person who told me this, he's a dad and his kid's now like 10 or 11, but he asked me one day, he goes, "Do you remember your first high five?" I said, "No, I don't remember. No, not at all." He goes, "I just saw my son's first high five."
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it was just an infinite amount of those moments where you, although you're not your child, but you helped make that child.
That's right.
And it's just so epic to see first after first after first, like it's almost so epic that it's like your first time happening for yourself.
Yeah, vicariously, you're just going through the whole thing by yourself again.
Well, and I think the key is you got to figure what kind of parent you're going to be too, right? There are some people that are really good parents, and like you said, Ross, they enjoy those moments with their kids. There are some people that are not very good parents, and that's, I guess, okay, right? As long as they're being real to themselves. But if you want to be a good parent and re-experience those things, I mean, I remember the first time. So we didn't have Gatorland when I was a kid. We just went to the Everglades and found some hatching alligators and picked them up.
Skip the middleman right there, man.
And I got
Wild Man Ray.
I got a picture of me when I'm about 5 years old with probably a 2-foot alligator, and mama alligator is probably not far away.
Oh yeah, they never are that size.
Just outside of Jupiter. I remember exactly where we were camping. Anyway, so I remember that moment for me and how that was a really big part of my childhood and just being outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got to hope that for my kids. Although my middle son was really sad about the chicken that they were throwing to the gators.
Oh, really?
He was
a little upset.
Visibly upset. He's like, "What are they doing to those chickens?" I'm like, "Oh,
well, I mean, they're
we eat chicken.
Yeah, they're not. But they're not like, they don't have like feathers on them and stuff.
No, it's like chicken thighs that are raw.
Oh yeah.
But
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I know that you came in last week wanting to talk about this case.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it this week. Something about Prince.
Yeah. So, have you guys seen the Andy Warhol painting of Prince? It's actually a collection.
It's like it's kind of like the Marilyn Manson Campbell soup can, where it's the huge contrast of a photograph or a portrait.
That's right. Exactly that. Okay. So we've got an interesting case that the Supreme Court just decided that they were going to hear and that they're going to make a decision on. And really what we're talking about is there's a lawsuit for copyright infringement. And
what happened? What's the case?
So there's a Time magazine picture of Prince.
Okay.
Andy Warhol decided to create what they call the Prince collection, which is 6 separate paintings of this image.
Based on a copyrighted photograph that Time magazine used to put on the cover.
Correct.
Okay.
And what ended up happening is obviously Prince has passed, Andy Warhol has passed, but now the estate is being sued for copyright infringement.
Prince's estate is being sued by Andy Warhol's estate.
No, Andy Warhol's estate is being sued.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, by Prince's, yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
so what's ended up happening is they've raised as a defense fair use. And so I know we've talked a little bit about fair use and talking about some of the complexity of fair use is it's a back and forth analysis. So we talked about a little bit with the Marilyn Monroe stuff.
Yeah. What I was trying to figure out with the Prince fair use thing was whoever took the photograph either sold it or gave permission to Time magazine to put it on the cover.
Correct.
But just because it's been printed on the cover does not mean it's public
domain.
It's not public domain.
No. So they have a limited license, right?
Exactly.
And so they retain the right to police it, to enforce it. And so
whether you take that image, try to put it on a T-shirt, a postcard, whatever the case may be, you can't use that to make money.
That's right. And so I have this checklist that I keep in my office, and I thought I had printed a copy, but I have a checklist that I keep in my office because anytime these issues come up, I've got this checklist that I use, and it's based off of about 40 years of case law research. And there's 4 factors that the court determines for fair use. The first is the purpose and character of the work. The nature of the copyrighted work is the second factor. The amount and substantially portion used. So is it all of the image
or just an eye or the hair or whatever?
And then the last factor is the effect on the market or the original work. So I wanted to kind of go through that with you guys.
It's interesting.
So for the purpose and character and the use, right? So favoring fair use is if it's nonprofit or teaching.
Right. In other words, you could use that image to put on something that doesn't make money.
That's right. Opposing fair use would be for commercial purposes.
Sure.
So this is obviously commercial.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that I would say is this is not an everything is balanced. I think the commercial use factor is the one that I think the courts most heavily rely on in determining whether or not it's fair use. And why does that matter is because I think that's going to be the question that's going to be before the Supreme Court is it appropriate to weigh that so heavily? Because what ended up happening is the second DCA said it's fair use after the trial court said it's not fair use. So now you've got a conflict.
Right, and it has to go, yeah.
And so I think that's going to be the key. The second, the nature of the copyrighted work. So this is a factual or nonfiction work that was published, which opposes, which favors fair use, right? So
right, yeah,
this is his image.
Right.
Just like if we had George Washington, we would be able to reproduce that because, again, it's factual. The third factor is the amount or substantially of the portion used. This is the entire picture, right?
Yeah.
So what they did is they removed the background, so to speak, and then they obviously Andy Warhol used some creative
screen printing techniques, I believe, is what he did, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was a block printing. I think he used to like to do it on block, so he would carve out wood that would provide the print over where the color was, and he would like kind of. It's like it's almost like an old letterpress style of printing, kind of, but he did it with a
I think it was ink
manual.
in a block. Yeah.
Exactly, ink block.
So what's interesting is the background was what was removed. And then why this becomes relevant, I think, is what we're seeing now with social media, and this is where I think it can be something that's really interesting, is that they've got apps where you can remove backgrounds, and it could digitally remove backgrounds. And so it'll be interesting to see whether or not the court focuses on the background being removed as materially altering the image.
Well, it is, though. I mean, it doesn't have to be the image itself to be the iconic part of an image, right?
Correct. So
because you could have a blood red moon or something up there, and if you take that out, that's part of the essence of the photograph or image.
That's right. And so part of the argument here that was before the second DCA, second court of appeal, and part of the argument that's going to be before the Supreme Court is whether or not, if we say that is not something that substantially changes this image, right? If we say that is just
it's an interesting precedent.
It creates a very interesting precedent for these digital companies that have these apps where you can remove the backgrounds. And so, again, I take a picture of you that, Real Radio
in the background, they pull that out of there.
Pull that out there, and now I can post it everywhere and sell it as, Meet Jimmy.
Right.
Have a T-shirt and make a ton of money off of it.
Sure. And just because you pulled the background means you've altered the image enough not to make it close enough to the original as to have violated the copyright.
Right, and because of the technology is now available to us, where it's just an app.
That's been around for a while, by the way. You got to remember, it used to be used. It was Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop.
Right.
I mean, back in the day, you could use that to do that. But I guess there are apps now where once you just enter it,
it's one click.
It's one click and it's all done.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that took hours.
Right, and that's one of the things that they're talking about is obviously Andy Warhol did this in a way that was very
rudimentary
and basic and required some level of skill. Even Adobe, I think Photoshop required a lot of skill because you had to really take your time, artistic. But I mean, I just posted a Boss's Day post on Instagram today, and I just took the picture, removed the background, put some fall leaves in the background, and I don't want to say it looks professional, but
that's
much
interesting.
better than...
So let me ask you. I mean, let's say this. Let's say we're doing a Zoom interview with a very famous person, right? And during the Zoom interview, I'm looking at my screen here, and just where the person is sitting is really cool. And I reach up with my cell phone, and I take a picture of the Zoom that this guy's doing.
Right.
Now, I own that, even though that's his image and it's him in the photograph, and he or she is appearing on my show, and I take that picture. I own that, even though it's a picture of him that he did not okay?
Right. Well, so there's two levels of that. One is he probably doesn't have a protected interest in this because he's in a public place and you're taking a picture. Now, let's just say, for example, Real Radio makes him sign a release that says we own all the images from the show. And so that recording, they now own.
Right.
And let's say they copyright that. And then you take that picture that you just took while that you were engaging in that conversation, that interview, and now you start selling it as, meet friendly, rate friendly, famous attorney, right?
Yeah, right.
And then you start selling it and making money off of it. So the question becomes, and then you remove the background, and you do a little, digital edits to change it. But does that mean that it's now fair use?
Yeah,
does that mean you've substantially changed it? Because there are things you've changed.
I don't know. That's interesting. I would have never thought the background would have come into play here. What are the chances of the estate winning the suit? What's it look like right now?
I think it's very interesting, and I think I would say the chances are very good. And here's why. I think that the Supreme Court's going to go with the middle ground. They've taken this case on, and I think that indicates that there's going to be a shift.
Yeah, they want to set a new standard.
That's right.
So, out of curiosity, now, hold on. What if I was just trying to think of that NFT?
Yeah.
Right. So, how did NFTs come into play here? Because if he took that same image and made an NFT out of it, that's an entirely different layer of this, then, right? Because that's another piece of artwork that you're supposed to have prioritized use over.
Right. So again, I think the same analysis would go into play.
Same
here.
play, yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's digital, whether it doesn't matter. It's the same theory.
Right. So one of the things that we're looking at is, are you substantially changing it? So the easiest way to contextualize this is to take it out of art. Art is tough, which is why, again, I think that the Supreme Court's going to probably meet them halfway and create a new test here. But let's take it in this the scenario of, you're watching the Super Bowl, which is broadcast by ABC, whoever it's broadcast.
Sure.
But you're providing your own commentary to it.
Oh, kind of like the Manning cast thing.
Kind of like the Manning. Well, I think ESPN owns the Manning cast,
Yeah,
but conceptually the same idea.
Right, yeah.
That same idea, and you don't have any sound, you don't have any anything from the live broadcast. All you're doing is showing the images, and all you're really doing is to take it as an example and say, here's what 3 fly routes look like,
right.
And a button hook route, and you're using it for purposes of teaching, right? And in a scenario like that, that's probably more like fair use.
Wow, the NFL couldn't do anything for you on that. Even though you're rebroadcasting one of their broadcasts, they probably would.
They're going to sue the.
Oh, they're going to sue the DS out of you.
That's right. But it's that analysis that the courts are going to have to go through, and I really think that the Supreme Court is going to take a look at this and say, all right, for artwork in particular, this is the analysis that we need to go through. And again, I really think that first factor where we're talking about the background and transforming it, I think that's really what they're going to focus on. And it'll be really interesting because, again, with the new age of digital technology and social media and how easily accessible this stuff is, they have to change it to stay ahead of the times.
Buddy, let me tell you something. In this company where we are now, it probably happens every 10 days that we get an email reminding us of how absolutely careful we have to be on what we post on our blogs, photographs, whatever, because of that copyright infringement thing. It is a major thorn because, I mean, we have specific areas we can go to get cleared material to use. Like I am absolutely horrified to post any photograph that I didn't take.
Right.
I just text Jack. Is this good? I'll send it to Jack.
Yeah.
If you can do something with it, do it.
So, example, right now at JimColbertLive.com, there is this story that Ray talked about, the Prince, right?
Yeah.
So I have a link to the story because we couldn't post that image. We don't have that image. I have to use Getty Images that we use.
And attribution.
I have a different picture of Prince there for the link, and then you go through it, and it'll take you to the story that Ray is talking about.
So you
today.
can't even put the picture up.
Right.
Even though we're not making money on it per se. I mean, the click is a click, but but we have to forward it to somewhere that has the right to do it because we don't.
Yes.
Right.
And there's another one, Jimmy. You sent me the video of a mountain climber fighting off a bear. It was a bear attack, right?
That was so good.
Oh, my God.
I love that.
It's posted at JimColbertLive.com, but the picture, the thumbnail, is a picture of a bear.
Yeah.
It's not the same bear. It's the bear we were allowed to use.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen that video,
So
it
good.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, is it badass crazy.
JimColbertLive.com.
Dude is on the side of a mountain, and a bear tries to crawl up this little crevasse right next to him to attack him, and he's doing everything. And that bear is mad AF.
I was going to say, what people forget is that bears are incredibly athletic.
Oh, yeah, and fast.
And you watch that video, and you realize... Don't stand a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Man versus bear.
He got lucky. The bear just got frustrated because he was so overworked. I mean, he just kind of quit.
So I was going to say, so the one thing we have for us is thousands of years of evolution. They like easy meals.
Yeah.
Right? And so that guy was not an easy meal. He may have smelt like an easy meal, but...
and you don't know, bear's sense of smell is, was it 5 miles?
Oh, I don't know, but it's far.
They can smell something they consider food up to 5 miles away. It may be polar bears, but I know there's another video of a guy in a tree stand because it's hunting season right now. He's bow hunting, and a pack of grizzlies come underneath his tree stand. Now, if you know anything about bears, you're not safe in a tree.
No.
Not with bears. You know what I mean? I don't care how many bows you have or whatever. You're not safe. They can get up there pretty quick. And you can see the bear. He's narrating it after the fact. And he goes, you can watch the minute the bear picks up his scent.
Yeah.
He smells him. He just didn't know where he is. And it's pretty freaking amazing. And they're like 6 gigantic grizzlies right below him.
The stories they have out of Alaska, you know, these bears that will track you down for miles, like you said.
Well, they can smell a seal through 12 feet of ice.
It's insane. They're awesome predators.
Yeah.
I love bears.
One of the greatest.
Yeah.
Bears are cool. Bears are badass.
Bears are really cool.
Because they don't look real dangerous. I mean, Disney did that for us.
They look, I was gonna say, right? They look fluffy, right? You're like, but then you see the claws, you see the teeth. I mean, they're designed. And what's really interesting is just in the bear kingdom, some are really good diggers, some are really good fishers, some are really good climbers, and then you just compare those with all the other bears, and they're so well rounded. They're awesome.
And you're not gonna outrun one, by the way.
No, they run like 26 to 30 miles an hour.
Fast as Usain Bolt.
That puts it in perspective because I'm not that fast.
They run as fast as Bolt.
Right. So
I mean, they're fast, dude.
That's the saying, right?
Yeah,
I don't have to be faster than the bear. Just got to be faster than you.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, man. Good case today, man. Great job.
Thanks.
407-916-1041. That's Ray Trenley, one firm for life. That's TK Law. Offices up in Altamont Springs. Any kind of legal mess you get yourself into, these guys have the person to get you out, whether it be divorce, estate planning, you get in a car accident, whatever the case may be. TK Law, one firm for life. .com. Ray Trenley is the man. Thanks, Ray. Always good seeing you.
Thanks, guys. Good seeing you.
We'll catch you next week for
Take
sure.
care.
All right, load them up. Let's get back here with last call. We'll do that next.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. This week, a strong cold front, the season's biggest so far, bringing in some true fall weather. It arrives tomorrow night, making for a beautiful Wednesday, although much chillier. Tonight, some early strong to severe storms possible, otherwise partly cloudy, the low 70. Tomorrow, the high 82 with a 20% chance for rain. Then we clear it out for Wednesday. Morning low 54, the high just 71 degrees. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland.
There's Halloween fun for everyone at Gatorland. Stroll through spooky haunt zones. Meet the Gatorland Skunk Ape and enter Swamp Ghost's Monster Museum. Gators, ghosts, and goblins only at Gatorland.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is vital that you have an AC company that you trust and that you can lean on at all times. For me and for Ross, that's Mills Air. They've been doing it for 30 years plus here in Central Florida, keeping you nice and cool. Their techs, awesome people. Know these brands inside and out. They can get you back to cool for sure. Chances are they have the parts on the van to do it while they're there. Carrier factory authorized dealers means you can get up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to the experts over at Mills Air. They're family owned and operated and ready to help you today. 407-277-1159. Online it's easy. MillsAir.com.
There are those who feel living with debt is inevitable. But there are those who want to be financially free. These are the ones who are willing to play the long game. And those are the ones who know. There are some financial institutions who care more about helping you reach your goals than they do about the bottom line. Fairwinds. Financial freedom happens here. Visit fairwinds.org.
Slow internet is nonsense. Your business needs Spectrum Business. Thousands of independent tests confirm Spectrum delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation. That's right, Spectrum delivers the fastest internet speeds in the nation. Switch to Spectrum Business today. You'll get proven fast internet and save money. That's no nonsense. That's Spectrum Business. Learn more at spectrum.com/business. Internet speeds based on analysis by Ookla of speed test, intelligence data, U.S. media fixed download speeds for Q3 2022.
The dark web can be like a restaurant for identity thieves.
Hi, ready to order? I'll have the driver's license number. Great, that comes with a home address or a birth date. Ooh, both, please.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
At EasyCater, food for work is our thing. Maybe that's why we get orders from 93% of Fortune 500 companies. So what's up with the other 7%?
So sorry the food is late.
You should order through EasyCater. Professionally delivered on time and as ordered.
Totally would, but the E is broken on my keyboard.
Just get IT to fix it.
Totally would. Can't type the word help.
Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order 24/7 from over 95,000 restaurants on EasyCater.com. EasyCater, food for work. That's our thing.
I'm freaking out. It's October already. Hey, RC Hill here. This year's gone by so fast, it's scary. And I need to catch up, so I'm rolling out my most shocking deals yet. It's my Shocktober catch-up event. Right now, I'm paying way over appraised value for any car. If you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $7,000 more than it's worth, I still want it. All new RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Plus, my dealer next door process offers a relaxed, pressure-free experience. Are past credit problems keeping you up at night? Don't be scared. Our credit approval process is a treat. I believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car with lower rates and smaller payments. And I'll give you overappraised value for your trade. So dump that pumpkin that's haunting your driveway. But hurry, deals this good scare my accountant so it won't last long. I'm RC Hill, now bigger to serve you. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. Or visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. See dealer for details.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire 86,000 IRS agents. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Did you know Jersey Mike's Subs freshly slices the meat right in front of you? It's a Jersey Mike's thing. And did you know Danny DeVito invented the unicycle?
The first statement about fresh slicing at Jersey Mike's is true, while the second statement about the unicycle cannot be accurate because Mr. DeVito wasn't alive in 1870.
I also invented the time machine.
I don't have the energy necessary, therefore I make no further comment.
Checkmate.
Why did I become a fast-talking legal voice?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Come on. Heart our stuff. At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
As someone who has loved the Beatles for his entire life since I was a little kid, and who's an audio engineer, I can tell you if you're just now starting to listen to the Beatles, search out and find the Giles Martin remixes remasters, whatever you want to call them. They literally went back to every single individual track of the multi-track tapes, pulled out all the sounds, and it remixed it all in stereo the way that the Beatles would have loved for it to have sounded were the technology able to handle it back then. They sound great.
I'll do that. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad you actually said that. One of the things I found while listening to the old original recordings of the Beatles is, although they're really well recorded, that's the wall of sound theory thing, right? Brian Epstein, is that what it was?
Yeah. Well, Brian Epstein was more the manager. Yeah. And George Martin was the producer.
That's the guy, the wall of sound guy. You could tell that it was different, but it was still a little flat. It sounds a little flat. That's the reason why. It's because how it's recorded. And I remember thinking that. And then it needs brightening up, but they didn't have the ability to do that back then. You can't just add treble and get that.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. So that's interesting. I'll check that out.
So who he was talking about is George Martin's son.
I'll be damned.
Who remastered this stuff. And
wow.
I don't know if it was about 10, 15 years ago.
Wow, I have to check that out. Have you heard it? Is it good? That much better?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. We do have 2 lines open for last call. 407-916-1041. This is your opportunity to get in on the show, make us laugh, call back from the program, whatever the case may be. Again, that's 407-916-1041. A couple lines open for sure. Will we have a word at 7 o'clock, Jack, or is that when it ends?
No, we are. Check this. Yes, we will. And we'll have one at 7. We will have one at 8, and we will have one at 9.
Nice. And they start at 6 in the morning?
They start at 9. It goes from 9 to 9 every weekday for 5 straight weeks.
Very nice.
Hell yeah.
Well, they kind of screwing the monsters over then. That sucks. Because they only get a couple hours. We get all 3, and they're good at getting them.
Okay, you can say all you want about who's getting screwed over here and give them fuel for them to complain for 5 hours about this.
You're welcome.
However, we are asked to do this from 9 to 5.
Okay.
However, because of different time zones, they run it until 9 p.m.
Okay, I see.
All right?
Makes sense.
Right? So, but we're only been asked to do it for 8 words. And so I saw the money out there. I'm like, well, if we just do it for all 13, then our listeners have more shots at winning money.
Absolutely.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna do it all day from 9 to 9 and give the opportunity for our listeners to win more.
I like that. Very good. That'll start again tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with the Monsters in the Morning. Doesn't look we got a winner today, but we don't know about the 6 o'clock.
We don't know. 6 o'clock is still out there. 7 o'clock we can take credit for if you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to fight Tom and Dan for that, but it's fine.
They won't mind.
407-916-1041. Who do we have to thank today, Jackson?
Oh, well, we want to thank Friendly Ray Trenley from TK Law. He's
so
great
friendly
when he stops by.
He's such a good dude.
He's a lot of fun.
He is.
Brandon Kravitz from 96.9 The Game stops by, talks sports, and, you get the feeling he'd like to hang out all day with us if he could.
Yeah, I like that, too. He's a good
And we want to thank Deb for promising to come back tomorrow.
Okay, very good. We'll get that for sure.
We'd like to thank Jim for bringing lunch today.
Oh, yeah, I brought you guys some
for the crew
today. Yeah.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Good. That made me look like I didn't forget.
Hey, how was the slaw?
The slaw was my favorite part.
Yeah, mine too.
That was some of the prettiest slaw I've ever seen.
I've been making that dill slaw for the longest time. It's the easiest thing in the world, and every time somebody eats it, it was... and we didn't get to talk about your stupid London broil.
Well, there's always some more. I still got to put the video. I shot the video.
Okay, good.
I have to edit it. I'll put it up, and we can talk about it Wednesday.
Okay, I'll tell you what that is real quick because I want to get to these calls. But Jack texted me yesterday and says, I bought a London broil, have no idea how to cook it. And what an interesting piece of meat to call me on.
Yeah.
Because London broil is there's a technique to make it good. It always tastes beefy enough, but it can cook tough if you don't cook it right. The secret is the marinade.
So the marinade worked. I think the cooking part could have been better.
Okay, you cooked it a little much, right? It's a little over.
Yeah.
You want to cook that more medium rare, and that marinade really has to sit there for a while. How many hours you give it?
All right, that was 9 o'clock. So it was like almost 8 hours.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You just got to cook it a little less, and it'll be a lot more tender.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
It's tough. I'm like, oh, is it done? Is it done? I don't know.
Got to get a meat thermometer.
I put one in there. It goes to 120. He's like, it's supposed to be 135, 140, so I leave it on.
And you always take it out a little bit before because, believe it or not, even though it's off the heat, it will still continue to cook.
Real quick. So I have a regular, oh, damn, we don't have time.
We'll do it tomorrow. Afro, last call.
Hey, Jim, let me ask you, do you feel lucky? Well,
yes.
do you, cracker?
It's that Dirty Harry lines.
That's it. Wick, last call. Vic, last call.
Hey, guys. Good show today. What's the difference between meat and fish?
What's the difference between meat and fish, Vic?
Meat and fish, it'll die.
You're killing in Jim's room.
I hate it when they get me that good. Party mom, last call.
Hey, Party Mom, Mike, Mom Larson here. Hey, Jim, why did the Scarecrow get promoted?
I don't know. Why did the Scarecrow get promoted?
Because he stood out in this field. Ah, Jack, give me the buzzer. Give me the buzzer.
That's good. Very good. All right, very good. Bear, last call.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey.
Y'all don't have to worry about me because Kathy Paget will kill you. And you need to stop referring to Jack Pocket because isn't that just another name for Ross's socks?
Yeah, that is just another name for Ross's socks. All right, let's get out of here on a Monday. Back tomorrow is Deb. Full power tomorrow here. We'll have What'd You Do That's New, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks, and more opportunities for you to win $1,000. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters in the Morning. It's Tom and Dan after us, and the News Junkie is up tomorrow, and I just messed that up. We will be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow at 3.
Yep, you got it, Toyota.